Hello everybody, welcome to Hard Claim, our weekly stream where we do blow on a Clocktower every week. Hope everybody's being safe if you're in an area affected by weather. I know where we're at right now, we're dealing with flooding. I myself am in a safe location thankfully, but I know people whose water is like creeping up in their backyard, and we got roads closed in the area. It's pretty crazy, but hope everybody's being safe if you are in an affected area. Yeah, so we got our weekly stream here. We're doing starting out with Bad Moon Rising. We'll be going through all the 3 base scripts. As usual, I do want to plug not that, I had the link earlier. Sorry, I had my Patreon link and then no, I don't have it. But I do have a Patreon if you want to, if you wanted to support me at all. You get there's a few free benefits if you sign up. One of which is at a certain tiers you'll get a shout out on stream. So shout out to, and many of these people are in this game, or several are in this game anyway, but shout out to Aaron Robertson, CB Man, Gray, Gro Gunnarsson, Lewis Adams, Lynn Daniel, and Trevor Shillington. Thank you all very much for being patrons. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So, and the other thing I want to shout out is tomorrow I will be streaming Game 1 on the TPI channel, where it's a mega stream. They do that first Saturday of every month. I'll be streaming and playing in Game 1. That stream will be debuting the Flesh and Bone. It's like a living script where you can thing where you can like play scripts in a campaign setting. It's pretty cool. Kind of just as you when a character is executed, it gets eliminated, and then the next game some characters would change out based on the surveys you might have seen going around. Hard Claim does have its own if you're in the Hard Claim Discord. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that. We'll be kind of talking about Nashville, who does it, will be on. Ed will be running the game. They'll be there to help kind of explain the concept and walk through it. And yeah, and they'll go through like a campaign throughout the day throughout the stream. Should be pretty cool. All right, well, let's get started with just good old base scripts. And with that living script thing, real quick, I will mention that we are starting our own campaign next week. We'll be doing all the entire campaign for the whole time. All right, Bad Moon Rising. What we got here? We do have a 15-player game, so pretty solid group right now. I'm thinking maybe... I'm kind of thinking between Puka and Shabaloth, maybe. Shabaloth, we don't do it too often, so maybe we'll do that. Let's do DA Assassin Mastermind. I'll give us 2 minions. We might do a Goon and... Hello and welcome. Goon. I'm thinking not Lunatic, but maybe, I don't know, Tinker or Moonchild. Let's do Tinker. I think Tinker is probably fine. And then we got our, good old townsfolk. Let's do a Courtier. Get us a fool and a tea lady. A good old gambler. Innkeeper. Grandmother. Do a gossip. Pacifist. And... I think I want to avoid a chambermaid because the blessing I'm going to have to give might be a little rough with a Shabaloth. Maybe. Professor, we can do Professor. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think I said, well, Blast will do... Maybe we'll do Chambermaid, Minstrel, Moonchild. Something like that. I think I want to avoid Sailor as a buff just because I don't want to necessarily, at least right now, lock Evil into trying to like do a Sailor. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Sailor's fine. Yeah, let's do, oh, I forgot we have Exorcist too. Exorcist could be potentially okay. Let's go Exorcist. Oh, not. I'm trying to click bluffs. I don't need click bluffs. Well, yeah, I don't. All right, let's send these out. Bam. We got Ned is our Shabaloth, Nina is our assassin, Aaron's our mastermind, Jeremy's our DA. Yeah, let's do Exorcist, Minstrel, and Moonchild. Anything we need to do? We need a grandchild, and that, and then the gossip and the pacifist will each be cannot die. Brody's grandchild. We're not going to do the cheap method and give Matthew. Courtier might be a strong choice. Yeah, let's show the Courtier as a grandchild. Excuse me. All right, and then that is all the setup we need to do. I think we're good to go. Make sure, okay. I want to take one of my pages. My mic is backwards where it shows it's up, but it is on. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I redid my stream deck. I redid a bunch of stuff the other day, and I think it looks like one of my buttons I didn't replace, so I can't mute myself if I need to. That is okay. Well, at least not easily. All right, anyway, let's get to it. All right, everybody. Good night. Good luck. All right. Let's start out with our minions. Sure. Nina, Aaron, and Jeremy. These are your minions. This is the demon. Wake up our demon, say these are your minions, these characters are not in play. If you're watching on YouTube, which we are streaming on YouTube now, there might be issues with this stream. So sorry about that. On the plus side, if you can call it a plus side, nobody's actually watching on YouTube, but it is there. It's something new we're trying. Just kind of experimenting with it. Cool. Courtier, would you like to use your ability? And then DA, we can go ahead and have them make their choice. Courtier is holding on to it. Ned hasn't played in a little bit. He says, back in the fray. Jeremy's going to protect Lewis, which is funny. It's going to look like a pacifist save if they try to go for it, which I wouldn't think they would, but you never know. Excuse me. Suddenly I feel like I need to clear my throat a ton. All right, well that just leaves our grandmother. It's not like a... Oh my gosh, sorry.
All right, Brody, what's the over-under on the number of calls you're going to get tonight?
All right, sorry. Yeah, night 1 on BMR is not too bad to run through. The other nights are a little bit more lengthy. All right, this player is Lewis. Well, where is that? Courtier. There we go. Good roll to have, grandmother. You'll need some lucky kills first night. Yeah, maybe. Getting that tea lady out would be pretty great. There we go. All right, well, we should be good to go. Go ahead and getting a kill in the full would be nice too. And of course, I could always turn to goon. That's probably main. I mean, the assassin can do it, but that's going to be mainly on the Shabaloth to do in this setup. All right, well, let's get to it. Good morning, town. Rise and shine, and welcome to 15-player Bad Moon Rising. All right, well, y'all know the drill. Give y'all about 5 minutes. Good luck. Have fun.
There we go. That's better.
What's happening?
Trust me. Let's do it.
Sure. I'm the pacifist.
Oh, I hate that. Gossip.
One of these days, there'll just be a flat reaction from you when I tell you my role. It'll just be like, yep, okay, you're that. Gotcha.
I love that.
Pacifist is like one of those roles at BMR where I'm like, it's like soldier and like TV for me. I'm like, okay.
I mean, not really. I mean, I would think if either you or I were going to be executed today, one of us we would live.
That's true. That's true.
As
Especially
opposed
you.
to soldier is like, I just didn't die at night.
Especially you, Robert, because you're probably DA protected, but you know.
I mean, I think we should try to kill you to prove me.
I don't think that would be a very good idea.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, well, yeah, if I don't think you'd be my first pick for either of those, but you could be my second or third.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Later.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck. Bye.
I'm probably going to be a character wearing a hat. And, yep. Exactly what I got.
Alrighty then.
You know, you got to dress like your character, you know.
What character are you then?
Mastermind.
Oh, that's a hat? Okay. I guess, sure. Why not? Why not? Okay. I'm Shab.
Oh, I literally put you as that.
Nina said the same thing. I was like, how did they know? Anyway, the bluffs are Exorcist, Minstrel, and Moonchild. I'm taking Exorcist, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I could. Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. I guess maybe Minstrel.
Yeah.
Minstrel. I don't know.
Yeah, good Minstrel. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Excellent.
Thank you.
Put down some bluffs here.
Let's put a pin in it, but yeah, maybe.
Okay.
What, if anything, would you like to say about yourself?
I am giving out Tea Lady or Goon.
Tea Lady or Goon? Okay, awesome. I will give you Sailor or Pacifist.
Sailor or Gambler? Okay. Well, I am either the Sailor or the Tinker.
Okay, I will say I have heard a hard tinker somewhere else.
I think people will claim that one reason or the other, whether they're
Yeah.
actually it or not.
That's
But-
true. It is a fun.
You know that.
Brody told me because I claimed Courtier to him, and then he's like, "Oh no." So I just want to let you know that I'm going to be claiming Courtier, if that's okay with you.
Wait, are you saying Lewis claim? Wait, who? You said
Matthew.
Matthew claimed Courtier.
No. Matthew said I just spoke with Brody and he hard claimed to me.
Yep.
And then I said okay, and I said I'm the Courtier, and then his face went, "Oh no, is Brody the Courtier?" So I'm not the Courtier.
Okay, so
but I am claiming Courtier. I just figured I'd let you know that.
okay, cool. Just as well, that affects me in no meaningful way. I'm the grandmother. I will not be telling you what I saw.
Perfect.
All right, excellent.
All right, thank you.
No problem. I just need a clarification with Sam real quick.
No problem. I'm jumping.
That is all.
Fantastic. It's a great clarification.
Yeah.
God, okay. Well, I gotta think about that then.
I got Brody coming in.
You gave me fair warning. I'm just kind of.
Shit, am I not supposed to be here?
No, you're fine.
No, we're just sharing bluffs. It's okay. You can be here.
Cool.
What would my character be like? Let me think. Preacher, maybe.
Preacher.
Okay.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
that's not bad.
Sounds great.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, welcome back, town. Feel free to do things, but nominations are open. Robert.
I'd like to gossip it's a Zombull game.
Zombull game. Heard. Manny.
I'd like to gossip that there is no sailor in this game.
No sailor. All right, heard. Aaron.
I would like to gossip that between the DA, the Fool, and the Tea Lady, only one of those is in the game.
Okay, heard. Steve.
Yes, I would like to gossip that there are exactly 3 players currently in this circle who cannot be executed successfully today.
Okay, heard. Jeremy.
I would like to gossip that this is a Zombull game.
Zombull game. Heard. Lewis.
I would like to gossip that there is a lunatic in play who saw the Shabaloth token.
Okay, heard. Len. You're muted.
My bad. I will guess that there is a Shabaloth in play.
All right, heard. Blake.
She didn't gamble. She just guessed. So.
Gossip.
Yeah.
I will. I'll gossip that the demon is Jeremy, Matthew, or Omega.
All right, heard. Omega.
I'd like to gossip that exactly one of my neighbors can die.
Okay, heard. Jeremy.
I forgot to put my hand down, or put it back up.
All right. Brody.
Brody nominates Brody.
Brody nominates Brody. State your case.
So, I made a joke in the group chat earlier that I could not die on my birthday unless the nominator saying happy birthday. I will not be singing happy birthday to myself, so this will either kill me, or this is the funniest pacifist check of all time. I truthfully don't mind how you vote either way.
All right. Majority is 8.
My favorite birthday present was to Matt R as the Colette's choosing him,
and then followed by another game where he was the pithead
6.
again.
Yeah.
It's not enough. It's true, Brody cannot be executed.
Jeremy will nominate Matt R.
Jeremy nominates Matt R. State your case.
Maybe science. Maybe Matt R just has that look in his eye.
Matt R.
I'm not sure what look you're referring to, but I am good.
That look right there.
Don't kill me.
All right, majority still 8. Six is still not enough. Also a good start.
Lewis nominates Jeremy.
Lewis nominates Jeremy. State your case.
Just on the off chance that the real gossip hasn't gossiped yet because they want to gather information from the nominations and fabricate some town crier information.
All right, Jeremy.
I would like not to die.
Majority still 8.
No, I got to vote on that. Just on sheer principle.
That's fair.
I mean, that's when my hand went up, but
I'm voting out of spite.
4 is less than 8, and it's still not enough.
I like that. I like voting out of spite.
I was hoping Nina wouldn't have Matt R.
Town taxi.
Steve nominates Nina. State your case.
My case is I want us to get exactly 7 votes on this.
Nina.
No, don't kill me.
All right. Well, 7 would not kill you, but 8 would. Here we go.
I know, but
I did my part.
wow. Okay.
7 is enough to match what Steve wanted, but not enough to execute.
I was so tempted to put a late hand up just to be like, Manny, what'd you do?
Yeah, you asked and we gave.
Last call.
We're gonna get exactly 7 votes. I'm joking.
Last call for nominations.
Blake will nominate Matthew.
Blake nominates Matthew. State your case.
I don't know anything about Matthew. I just talked to somebody who said Matthew came across pretty sus. So I'm not sure if Matthew, can help us feel not sus about him.
Matthew.
I have hard claim to 2 people, but not the person who it seems sus to. I gave my hard claim to 2 people, and I gave 3s to others.
All right. Jordy is still 8.
Was I one of the 2 people, Matthew?
Yes.
Nice.
Shockingly.
And for the record, I didn't think you were sus. So.
Yeah.
3's not enough. Still nobody about to die. Robert.
I nominate Blake.
Robert nominates Blake. State your case.
It's getting really late, and we really should execute someone. So, I would posit that person should be Blake.
Blake.
Yeah, it really should not be me. It is getting late. So I'm not surprised some hands are going up. I am a useful role. Town folk role.
All right. Majority still 8.
That's not what you told me, Blake.
This is BMR.
Yeah, because you said you're either gonna give me a role or a lie. So why would I?
It's fine.
I mean, we learned things by nominating countless people and not executing any of them.
6 is not enough.
I mean, Robert, there was.
Omega.
Omega nominates Robert.
Omega nominates Robert. State your case.
It's getting really late in the game, and we should probably execute someone. So I just chose Robert.
Robert.
May have mistimed that one, but I'm fine with it. We should, in fact, execute someone.
You know the number. It's 8.
I'm not your marionette, am I, Robert?
You're always my marionette, Lewis.
I think you should get a button with that on and give it to Lewis.
Lewis, I just always have the visitor
8
token on.
is finally enough. Robert's about to die.
Nominate Omega.
Manny's, I think, been trying to say something for a little bit, if you wanted to.
I'd like to nominate Lynn.
Manny nominates Lynn. State your case.
Good pacifist target.
Lynn?
I think we should let this on Robert phase out.
All right. 8 to tie, 9 to execute. Four is not enough. Jen?
Jen will nominate Omega.
Jen nominates Omega. Has Omega been nominated?
No.
Nope. Okay. There's been so many. State your case.
For raising your hand faster than I could to make that joke.
Omega.
I'm a really bad pacifist save, so don't put me on the block, please.
8 to tie, 9 to execute. Two is not enough. I'm going to go ahead and count from 5. So I'm guessing this won't be beat. 2, 1. Robert has been executed, but does not die. Good night, everybody. All right. Yeah, this is just a good old normal BMR. We're doing nothing but base scripts tonight. We do base scripts every other week. So yeah, so this is good old BMR.
That's how we find out information in BMR, right? So.
Ah, shit, I'm the flower girl. I forgot to track everyone's vote.
I'm pretty sure everyone voted.
I didn't vote, except for the times I did, if that helps.
Wake up all the people.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I mean, in retrospect, we should have just gone for that Brody thing.
I absolutely would have saved Brody there with the pacifist.
Nobody's saying Robert birthday, so how
wait.
All right. I'll go ahead and meet the back. So Matthew as innkeeper is choosing Brody and Robert. We are definitely, I think, going to drunk Robert, so he won't be able to pacifist save anybody. The courtier is drunken and devil's advocate, so that is a hit. So this is drunk 1 for Jeremy. And then no ability. All right. Then the gambler hasn't gone yet. We can go and check Jeremy. Jeremy's going to try to protect Nina. That won't actually work. We'll put the token down since you can't choose the same player 2 times in a row. Put it upside down. That shows that it's drunk and doesn't work. We are still waiting for Matt R. I think we can go ahead and just wake up Ned, just to have him getting this pick. But we'll wait. Before we look at what he picks, we'll wait to... know that courtier target makes a pacifist look sus. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll go and wake up Ned. Make a choice. We'll try to poke Madar again. See what's happening there. I muted him, but nobody's talking. All right. Well, I'm not sure what's happened to Madar. I guess we can still go and it doesn't hurt to look at what the demon's doing first. Demon's picking Omega and Lynn. Both good. Lynn especially is a good target. Oh, here we go. Of course, Omega will obviously think that he's probably killed himself. Matt R chose Omega as a tinker, so this is in Matt R's world probably going to confirm Omega. We'll see if Nina wants to use her ability. We'll see if Jen wants to use the ability. He presumably will not, but we kind of have to ask anyway, technically. Nina's holding on to it, makes sense. The gossip doesn't get a kill because he didn't gossip anything that was true. Although they might, kind of question it with the 2 kills. Omega, Lynn, yep, they're dead. Omega's dead. Grandmother's still alive. These players can now die. So Jen, who's a professor, asked, "You would announce that they die and come back if I chose correctly, right?" And so my answer is, if they went to bed alive and woke up alive, nothing would be announced. Yeah, so if he hypothetically picked Lynn, who is now dead, she would come back to life, but I would not announce anything if he happened to pick her right now. Not that he would know to pick her, but yeah. Yeah, if he can survive tonight, it would be it'd be a good one to resurrect or regurgitate. Jin said, "I will only shoot blindly once, and if it is invalid, I will stop if that is allowed." Sure. Why not? It's not explicitly illegal. Whatever. Well, that's our decision at the moment. He can blindly shoot, and if he misses, and it's a no. He picked Lynn. Okay, well, Lynn is alive and will not be announced as such. I mean, that's not strictly how it necessarily has to work. It's just not really covered.
Quiet. Too quiet.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing. There's definitely a world where ST. I wouldn't, say. There might be another game where I'd be like, no, you shouldn't make a pick if you don't know that you can pick anybody. So, it's whatever.
That's what Bull would say.
It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Good morning, town. Omega died in the night. There are 14 players alive. Give you about 4 minutes.
Oh, that's a Poe charge if I've ever seen one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's just
you could be right about the pro charge thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know what you are. Cool.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that reminder. Probably would have remembered anyway. But yeah, these reminders should go back down. Cannot die. Yeah, that is a thing again.
I can give you 2 if you want.
Okay. Or you can give me a false one.
Oh, you want me to give you like a false 2 or like a false?
False 1.
A false
Tell me
one?
one
Okay.
character that you're not.
A false hard claim.
Yep.
Okay, I will give you the pacifist. I am not the pacifist.
Okay,
I am the pacifist, sir.
I will tell you that I am the sailor.
Awesome. Sounds.
I'll probably just go with. Thinking about going with chambermaid, but we'll see. I'm sure that's out there.
Why not?
Matthew is the innkeeper. So.
Oh, gotcha. That'll help. Thanks.
Yep. What is Aaron?
Mastermind.
Perfect. Thank you.
I was wondering. I thought, oh, this is devious. I was thinking, it's like, why don't I just kill myself early in the game so that the odds of him actually killing? I bet it won't work. I'm sure.
It will not. No.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
We can vote you out today and try and then
If it's
Don't believe I did. No.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Ooh, oh, it's good spicy. Okay.
It was weird.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair interaction to be.
But
suspicious
I like
of.
yours too.
that's fair. I'm just the professor. I have to follow up with Sam about something a little bit later, but I blindly chose last night, and I have to find out if that affected anything, but I don't know if it did. I'm fine to die. We can test it on me and see what happens. I don't think I get saved though.
I think I already did, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll probably get another save, but I think it would probably be on like a courtier or a minstrel or an innkeeper or an exorcist, something like that.
Gotcha.
As opposed to like a once per game roll.
Gotcha.
There's got to be some sort of balance there, but I'm fine like being tested at any
Okay.
point.
All right. Later.
Yep. Thanks. So, quick question. That was what I was trying to find out, but I knew you were trying to run fast. Would I have been told that was an invalid choice if it was?
Yeah. If that was an invalid choice, I would have said no and asked you to choose again, or to redecide or whatever. In other games, I might decide that I would say no, you shouldn't choose somebody that you don't think is a valid choice. It could go either way, but if you picked and it was an invalid choice, I would have told you no.
Okay, so that was a valid choice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
The one exception I would say is if you were drunk or poisoned, then I could kind of do whatever.
Okay, fair enough.
So take that however you will.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to throw that out there because if you're drunk or poisoned, I could be like, oh yeah, that was totally a valid choice. Wink.
I'm either the minstrel or the innkeeper.
Innkeeper? Okay. Do you think maybe you stop?
No.
Okay.
All right, welcome back town. Nominations are open.
Oh, that's funny.
Blake.
Blake will gossip that the demon is Manny or Madar.
Okay. Heard. Everybody put their hand up. Lewis.
I would like to gossip that the demon isn't Manny or Madar.
Heard. Jen.
Jen will gossip that the professor picked the goon last night.
All right. Heard. Lynn.
I will gossip that there is a DA in play.
DA in play. Heard. Steve.
Yes, I would like to gossip that at this point in time, there are still only exactly 3 players who cannot die by execution.
Okay. Heard. Manny.
I forgot what I was going to gossip. Come back to me.
Heard. Jeremy.
I will gossip that the death last night didn't have anything to do with any of the demons.
Okay. Heard. Aaron.
I will gossip that the outsiders in the game are not sitting next to minions.
Okay. Heard. Robert.
I would like to gossip that there was not a charge last night.
No charge. Heard. Manny, have we figured it out?
Yeah. I like to gossip that Evil had no hand in the deaths last night.
Okay. Heard.
Can I amend my gossip to evil have no hands?
Sure, why not? Brody.
They're shockingly easy to spot.
Brody.
Brody will nominate Nina.
Brody nominates Nina. State your case.
So, based on info I learned yesterday, I can clear a few people. Based on gossips today, a few people will potentially be cleared tomorrow. Nina is in a short list of people who are not cleared as not being the demon, and nobody gave a gossip that could exonerate her.
All right, Nina.
I'm not evil. I don't have any information yet, so.
Do we still want 7 on this?
Oh, yeah.
Majority is 7.
My choice? Sure.
Also, nobody really talked to me today, so.
7 is enough.
I did.
Nina
when
is
you
about to
pinged me
die.
yesterday, I got a very inconveniently timed phone call, so I'm sorry about that.
It's alright.
Jen?
Jen will nominate Brody.
Jen nominates Brody. State your case.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Brody. Let's kill you today.
Brody, your defense?
I am now mechanically able to die.
All right. 7 to tie, 8 to execute.
Should we just keep it on Nina, though?
I think this is better.
Yeah. Well, I don't want it
do
to
like
tie.
6 votes, so it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, let's avoid a tie here. Well, we.
I
It
mean,
might tie still.
Jen
5.
sang.
Not enough.
And there's a possibility of someone having to sing again. I mean,
Yeah.
let's
You
just
gotta take
go
them when
right.
you can get them.
Any more
For
nominations?
the record, if there's a devil's advocate, they have the chance to do the absolute funniest thing with me if someone sings.
All right. Gonna count from 10.
Also, for those that don't know, I was the tinker, so.
5,
Oh.
2, 1. Nina has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
That's why you said what you said.
Death pals.
I,
Pals.
Jeremy's gonna be confused,
supposed to
but
play Moonchild, but I'm gonna play Moonchild and choose Steve.
okay. Nina has claimed Moonchild and chooses Steve. Heard. Thank you.
Outsider death pals.
Nina, you told me that's the one role you weren't.
I know. It's hilarious, isn't it?
Should have known that ahead of time.
Interesting.
Maybe I'm the one role I told you I wasn't. No, it can't be, actually.
I was gonna say that was claimed elsewhere.
Your innkeeper. We don't wake up our courtier anymore. It is now drunk 2.
Just so you know, Nina, I am exactly what I told you I was.
Do our gambler. Do our drunk devil's advocate. Alright, innkeeper is picking. Well, gotta pick more than Brody. There we go. Brody and Jen. Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't really matter who we drunk there because yeah, it doesn't change anything. Madar picking Robert as pacifist. Yep. Good to go. I was waiting for Jeremy, but we can go ahead and wake up Ned. Jeremy says, not that he picked Ned, but not that it matters. I feel like I'm drinking with a courtier. Yep. 'Tis true. Oh, sorry. So BW said, I missed to ask the question regarding Professor. So what he asked was, so he, as far as he knew, everybody was alive when he picked the one to use his ability. He asked if he could pick a player, and then if it was like an invalid choice, which is the case if they're alive, he said he would just stop. I let him make a choice. it's it'd be within my discretion to say no. He couldn't have chose anybody that he thought or that didn't know was dead. But I decided to let it through. He did end up picking Lynn, who was dead, even though he didn't know she was dead. So I let that through. My guess is he knew that Lynn was the tea lady or suspected she was the tea lady. And, I mean, the demon also got the tea lady. So that's what I think was going on there. Next, picking Matthew and Steve. Okay, so... okay, yeah, that works. Matthew will die. And we could, in theory, have resurrected Omega. We aren't, because I think that's a little too strong. Let's check out the cameras. Hello, what's up?
I'm just confirming for my peace of mind. I did pick Nina last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Thanks.
No problem. Yep. Yeah, he knows what's up. Hypothetically, if he's poisoned and chose someone who's still alive, would you have possibly used his ability? Yeah, I would say that is... I could lie to him and say that in fact was a valid choice. Yeah. And that's what I told him. I kind of threw in that. He didn't ask about that, but I threw in that caveat just to give him a little bit of doubt. But yeah. Okay, Steve doesn't die, but his ability is used up. We'll put the token down because in theory he could get resurrected or regurgitated by a Shabloth if he were to get executed. We wouldn't, I don't think, but yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, we didn't get an assassin ability. Professor's used up. Gossip will not go off. Grandmother's not going to go off. Yeah, so we might look at regurgitating Matthew tomorrow. It's probably what we'll kind of end up doing. So we can take off these two tokens. Yeah. All right, I think we're good to go. Good morning, town. Matthew died in the night. There are 12 players alive. Give you about 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a funny one, actually.
It's weird.
Okay, it might not be Poe.
Maybe they hit a goon, hit Matthew, then a goon, and they're drunk.
Oh, that was fun.
It wasn't Moonchild.
Right.
What are you?
I'm the fool.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Or the sailor, which is what Nina claimed to me.
Yes, she claimed the same to me.
Yeah.
I'm pacifist. I don't think it's a problem for people to know that.
Yeah. I put the pacifist token on you, but then I put the DA reminder token next to it. So I just... I mean, come on, I got to cover my bases to remind myself,
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Cool.
All right, cool.
Wait.
I am.
You okay?
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
might be.
I'm gonna hard claim to you, but
All right, yeah. Well, okay. I'll hear your hard claim, and then I'll give you a hard claim back.
I'm
And
the
whether or not
sailor.
it's true, you're the sailor. Ooh, nice. Been drinking much?
I've drank with some people. I've drank with someone in this very room.
Someone, Sam?
Nope, that's Sam.
Oh, you drank with me last night, did you?
Not last night, but I
Okay.
have drank with you at some point.
Which night? Because that's very important, actually.
Night number 1.
Okay, that's fine. No worries.
All right.
That's fine.
What are you?
I am the pacifist. So, if you
Oh.
drank with me night 1, Robert's survival, could have been in question.
Well, to choose Omega.
Right. It didn't make sense. So I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe he's just doing a thing. But
It could be.
what are you?
I'm sticking with Goon or Tea Lady, and I'm suspicious of Nina either way.
Are both good, and maybe there's no deaths that way too.
Just to clarify one more time, Sam, I think I already had the answer to this, but I just want to make sure. If a professor were to res somebody who was alive during the previous day cycle, and they did die that night, they would be announced as dying and then coming back to life, correct?
If I understand the question correctly, a player who went to bed alive and then woke up alive, even if somehow they like died and then came back to life, would not be announced as anything different.
Okay. Well, all right. Never mind then. So then it could be either world. There's 3 worlds there. I'm willing to dial in, but that's what I did.
Okay, well,
Jen is doing that I don't understand.
Okay.
And I think Nina was probably evil. I trust Steve over Nina.
Okay, do you want...
Okay. Yeah, so wait, you're saying Jeremy is the grandchild?
No, he's not the grandchild.
Oh, okay, good.
I know who the grandchild is, but I'm just not. I'm not saying because I know all the roles.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Don't know what they are.
I know she's lying, but I don't think.
All right, well, welcome back. Nominations are open. Blake.
I'll gossip that the demon is Manny or Steve.
Manny or Steve. Heard. Robert.
I will gossip that the demon is Blake or Brody.
Blake or Brody. Heard. Lynn.
I will say that Manny or Steve is the DA.
Okay. Heard. Steve.
I would like to gossip that now there are only exactly 2 people who cannot be executed and die today.
All right. Heard. Jeremy.
I'd like to nominate Robert.
Jeremy nominates for Robert. State your case.
I had some conversations today that make it sound weird that Robert potentially didn't die the first day, so I think testing this would be a good idea.
Robert.
The pacifist, I didn't die the first day due to my own ability, is my belief. If you want to test that, I doubt I will survive execution for the same reason, but whatevs.
All right. Majority is 6. Six is enough. Robert's about to die.
Can I ask though, if you think he was DA protected, we killed Nina. Yes. Why wouldn't he have? I'm not understanding it. So he's claiming pacifist, but if you think he survived because of DA, we killed Nina yesterday, so he could just be protected again today.
Well, I don't actually think he's the pacifist, so.
Yeah.
There is allegedly.
Then
I don't know how I trust.
Brody will nominate Brody.
All right. Brody nominates Brody. State your case.
And the
We'll catch up
courtier,
tomorrow, Blake.
I chose, after Robert survived execution, I chose DA. If I have my understanding right, the only way for Robert to survive would be for him to actually be the pacifist. So I just wanted to clear that one up. Also, I didn't sing happy birthday to myself. Mechanically, I cannot die today.
All right. 6 to tie, 7 execute.
Yeah, I think that's what Lewis was trying to say. There's a Cortata drink with DA, so.
Yeah, but it was after Robert was tried to be executed, and there's a possibility that that the pacifist was drunk. Day 1.
Possible.
3 is not
I've been
enough.
gambled as well.
Yeah, that too.
Jen?
I have a fun story. I'm not gonna say who the player is, but I'm the professor, and I blindly chose somebody, and I was not told that they were an invalid choice, so they were supposed to die. And that was immediately the first night that I could use it. So everyone was still alive because we tried to go for Robert. So if you want to kill me to make sure that is definitely something that happened, it did. I will reveal the information of who it was later. But there's only a couple ways that can happen. They either were supposed to die. I was Sailor picked. I was Innkeeper picked, or I picked the Goo.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I only picked you last night, Jen, so it wouldn't have worked.
All right. I count from 10.
I'll nominate Aaron.
Matt R nominates Aaron. State your case.
I haven't spoken to Aaron, but he put a late hand up to put Robert on the block. I think Robert's kind of proved good here as the pacifist.
I agree.
So I don't think we should be killing Robert. I think we should either tie it or kill somebody else. Not necessarily Aaron, just somebody.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'd only put it up because I wasn't sure if we were trying to test it or not. So if we want to tie or do anything with that, we can. Yeah.
All right. So 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
That one better die.
Oh.
Interesting.
7 is enough. Robert's safe for today. Aaron's about to die. Any more nominations?
Brody put up 7. I was gonna let it be 8 just in case we want to overturn it. So.
Nina, who did you Moonchild pick?
Steve.
E.
He's claiming a role that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you
All right.
claim Moonchild though. And
I did, but
Yeah.
there's a reason why he might not die when I pick him.
Count from 10. 5.
I don't mind getting that world out of the way if that's what we need to do, but
Aaron has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night. All right. Just a matter when they targeted. Yeah, it's it's. I don't know if it's looking great.
Taken out because I wasn't sure.
Do you think I will regurgitate Matthew today?
Minstrel or not yet?
You're claiming Minstrel?
Yes.
And that'll be our Shabaloth, regurgitation.
Who's claiming Minstrel?
I can't mechanically prove any of what I just said, but I had to say it because it's BMR and I love that it happened.
Right.
All right.
Who's claiming Minstrel?
Me.
Aaron.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we had that conversation the first day.
If I raise to do the Shab,
Oh shoot, that's why we had that
easy to
conversation.
my ability
the first
for the day.
Omega.
Fair.
So Nina's asking if she gets regurgitated by the assassin. I mean, by the Shabaloth, if she gets to use her ability, which she would on the same night. Should we regurgitate Matthew? I guess it will end the game sooner, so that's good. Maybe not. We could kind of fudge. Maybe we should let Evil regurgitate Nina. If that's the plan. You're supposed to do the regurgitation before you get the Demon's Choice, but maybe we.
So y'all really thought I was DA protected on day one?
Maybe we
conveniently waited
fudge it a
till
little bit and kind of see what they're going to do first.
I don't think you were DA protected.
And this will be the last night of Courtier drunkenness. So yeah, we'll see what Ned does first, and we'll kind of decide from there. Because if he's want to try to regurgitate Nina, I think we should probably help Evil out for that. Madar is picking Jin as a professor. It's another good good gamble. Jeremy's checked himself, which again right now does nothing. We also haven't had a pacifist save, so I will do a pacifist save if it comes down to it. Probably, maybe not, but maybe not. Maybe we don't really need to this game. Maybe I shouldn't do it just for the sake of doing it. Normally I would, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So we're gonna wait for Ned's choice, and we'll see if because I do feel like we probably should regurgitate, but Okay, Lynn and Lewis. Okay. Should we regurgitate Matthew? I guess. Oh yeah, yours. Yeah. So I think we regurgitate Matthew. I mean, not yeah, Matthew. Lynn and Lewis be dead. That means Brody's also dead. We'll put our innkeeper token back down. Remind us. So Blake still hasn't done an accurate gossip. Grandmother's dead. All right. Well, I think we're good, right? So that is oh, I need to actually put down the tokens. Yeah. Oh, and that also so this is important. So Jeremy's no longer courtier drunk, but he was drunk when he did his choice, so he still will not be saved from execution himself. That's important to know. All right, cool. Good morning, town. Brody died in the night. Lewis died in the night. Lynn died in the night. Matthew is alive.
Shabalov.
There are 9 players alive. Give y'all about 3 minutes.
Oh.
So it must have actually
The delayed professor.
I'll just clear my
Yeah.
Listen to
I'm,
Brody.
I'm the grandmother. Lewis was my grandchild.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then that would explain that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's those two.
cool.
So okay, Lynn's dead though, so that kind of throws a bit of a wrench in.
Was Lynn the gambler?
No.
Okay.
So I'll just tell you because, like, if you both died and were there 3 deaths last night and one?
There were there were 3 deaths.
Okay.
So my guess was the Shabalov picked Lynn and me, and Brody just died because. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So
survived execution.
Because Robert's pacifist, so Robert could have his own ability go off. It doesn't prove you in any way.
I guess. I'm the gossip, so
Oh,
I'm
you are
just
the
trying to demon hunt, obviously.
I think Jen might be evil. I don't know. You gave me some like cockbull story about using a professor ability.
I don't know if he's gonna come out and claim that he's the reason for the resurrection, or I don't know what just happened. So
blind Joseph.
That's
So,
hilarious.
yeah, really. Okay.
Oh, I also did Robert and Omega.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
they're good. Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Later.
Jen's claim seems too weird. I think he's probably good. I don't know what Matt was claiming.
Yeah.
I drank with Lewis, Aaron, and then Brody, and then Blake last night.
Aaron, Brody, and then Blake.
Because
Did you drink with Aaron the day that Nina died?
I drank with Aaron night 2.
And then we killed Nina, right?
Did we kill Nina that day?
Yeah.
So if Aaron, so Nina could be a minion.
Yeah.
Minstrel was drunk. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Gotcha. So
but
that's what you are.
Yeah, so I chose to use it night 2. I was always going to pick a minion just because 75% chance of
For
hitting.
sure.
And DA just seemed like a good choice just because of the surviving. You survived
Makes
that
sense.
execution, but yeah, I was probably going to pick DA anyway.
Was if not, then I would say I have not gossiped the demon.
I think like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jen. Why you would do that for? Like, it just seems weird. I would go after Manny.
I agree. All right, thanks.
Thanks.
right, welcome back. Brody, go ahead.
If someone nominates Blake, I have a strong accusation.
I'll be right back.
I nominate Blake.
Robert does nominate Blake. I do want to also remind people that they don't have to wait till nominations to talk about why people should be executed, and it saves time when you talk about it ahead of time. With that said, Robert, what's your accusation?
I'm passing it to Brody. I hear it might be strong.
I'm Brody.
If Blake is the gossip, I straight up don't believe it. I've been paying attention to his gossips, and I think the demon would have to not exist for Blake to actually be the gossip. I think it's just more likely that Blake is either with or working for the Shabala. It is or is working with the Shabala.
All right, Blake, do you have a strong defense?
Yeah, I'm not working with anybody. We do this a lot, Brody. I told you the truth, and then you don't trust me and try to get me killed. I am good. As I said the first day, I am somewhat helpful of a role. You have to recalculate your world. I mean, you can kill me. It's fine, but you're going to have to recalculate your world, Brody.
Like, there's a better kill.
Steve might be the better kill today.
I think Manny is.
The majority is 5. Three is not enough.
Jeremy will nominate Steve.
Jeremy nominates Steve. State your case.
If Aaron's the minstrel, there's a good chance that Aaron was drunk on day 2. And when Nina died, if Nina's evil and a minion, she did pick Steve, and this world probably needs to be cleared.
All right, Steve.
If you guys feel like you're doing it, but I do believe there's other worlds that can be out there. I do believe Nina was the Moonchild who chose me and spent one of my lives. So we can go ahead and kill me.
All right. Majority is 5.
I think we vote on Manny.
I think Manny's kind of confirmed.
Confirmed by what?
Yeah.
I'm not confirmed by anything.
I'd like to hear how many's confirmed.
By
Well,
outsiders.
5 is
yeah.
enough.
I only rose my vote.
You'd be the
Lily,
third
'cause
one,
I thought you
then?
saying to
Oh, no.
vote on this.
All right,
I picked him, and the demon still killed.
all right, Steve, go ahead.
Manny, is that what you said, Ned?
Yeah. What? Oh, I picked what? No, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Did you say you picked Manny?
Yes, I did.
Do gossips end when nominations start?
Gossips are allowed all day as long as everybody's around to hear it.
Blake will gossip that the demon is Ned.
Blake gossips that Ned is the demon. Heard. Lewis.
I just wanted to ask Ned, because you claimed to me like early on the first day.
Yeah.
Have you been very open with that claim throughout the game?
I've hard claimed to one other person outright. Yeah.
Okay.
I tried the picks. Manny was night 2, Lynn was night 3, Madar was night 4. That leaves Jen, Blake, or Jeremy. So I voted for Blake because he was on the list. I did not vote for Manny because I confirmed he.
Any more nominations? Jen, go ahead.
Jen will nominate Jeremy.
Jen nominates Jeremy. State your case.
Ned's info says that Jeremy is not clear. Jeremy seems to think that Steve is the demon, despite 5 people voting on it, and it seeming like all evil is still alive. I think Jeremy might be evil here.
All right, Jeremy.
Yeah, I forgot Omega had claimed Tinker. So the only 2 outsiders I had were Goon and the Moonchild. So I thought Manny was kind of confirmed there, but Nina could be lying about Moonchild and Manny's still fine, or Nina's telling the truth and Manny is evil. So either way, I'm fine with killing Manny. You can. This is probably fine. You can test this if you want.
All right. 5 to tie. 6 to execute.
Drop brother does exist, there can be.
Yeah, but then we would have. Did we have an extra kill when Nina died?
Well,
If
After
Nina's
Nina died, Matthew died.
good.
Matthew
I
got
would say-
resurrected.
2's not enough.
People don't trust me, but unfortunately, Nina's my least trusted outsider of the outsider claims.
That's
Fair.
also where I'm at with Nina,
Yep.
and why I think
Mm.
clearing Steve here would be
Which
interesting.
would mean that it still isn't the worst thing in the world to kill you, Manny, because either it's not a Godfather game or
Gonna-
it's Godfather -1 and you're lying.
Count from 10.
I just think if Steve survives here, we learn.
5.
Punch,
We will
and
nominate
if Steve
Matthew.
dies,
Steve nominates Matthew. State your case.
Matthew got resurrected. Supposedly, the professor had already used their ability. So why would the Shabaloth want Matthew to come back?
All right, Matthew.
This feels goddamn weird.
Steve's a
Of all
demon.
people to come after me, the person who just got resurrected and is probably gonna get targeted again tonight.
Perfectly fine if we want to leave it on me. I just figured I'd make sure I got that world out there.
You know what? I buy it.
All right, 5 to tie, 6 to execute.
Ned, who'd you pick after Nina died?
What?
Who'd you pick after Nina died?
Nina died first night? No, second night.
Day
Oh, yeah,
two?
it was
Second day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Manny was second day.
0
after-
votes.
It was night 2, and then
Not
Nina was
enough.
night 3.
I will count from 10.
It'd be really fun if you chose me next because I'm
5.
the natural frame as the professor. Because
Yeah.
then they have to sync it, and then we maybe get reses from that. So that'll be real fun.
Steve has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
Ned, if you don't trust me and think I'm the demon, shouldn't you pick me?
I mean, if I'm Ned, I wouldn't kill Blake. I would let the kill go through, and I would just sync one of my own kills.
The only way
That's what.
there.
I'm gonna mute Texas. Everybody's pretty chatty. That's what I would do. But all right, Innkeeper. Make a choice. Gambler. Make a choice. And DA can finally make a sober choice. All right, so sorry, I'm kind of jumping through some of my different windows right now. All right, Innkeeper. Oh, we're still waiting for Innkeeper. So I do like to wait for the Innkeeper before I start checking the other stuff, just to see what's happening. All right, Innkeeper choosing Manny and Robert. So that does make Matthew drunk from the goon, and Manny won't be able to be turned. Gambler choosing Ned as the exorcist. Unfortunately, that is a kill. If we're lucky, Ned will. I don't know what Ned can do. Ned will have to sink at least one of his kills. This might go bad. But Jimmy's picking Blake. I like that. So Blake will survive execution. Now we'll get Ned. I don't know. We'll see what happens. He might kill Blake. Gossip much weaker in this script compared to others. I mean, Gossip can solve. I mean, even right now, Blake should have a pretty good idea of who's the demon. That's probably why he picked Ned, because so many other people cleared between his gossips and everything else going on. Nina and Aaron. Oh, that's good. That was really good that he sunk both kills. I am unlikely to try to regurgitate either, probably. But I don't know. We can kind of see what happens. It can be hard to know if it's true or not, but I mean, there are ways. I mean, like, they know it, they pretty much know it's a Shabaloth game, and most of the kills can, be traced to a Shabaloth. for the most part. I mean, you know, it's not perfect, but you can build worlds around it. All right. So Gambler said, now we need a gossip kill. I think it's probably fair to kill Matthew with the gossip kill. I mean, he's not a demon. Everybody expects him to get killed anyway. 2 deaths is going to make it look like a Shabaloth kill. So Blake has a good chance to make it to think that he didn't get a true gossip. I think I'm pretty happy with that decision. And if they try to execute Blake today, he'll survive, and that'll probably put some sus on him. I love it. All right, yeah, that's what we're doing. So yeah, so this particular, I say all that. So this particular setup is going to be hard to know whether the gossip went off. That's true. But you know, there's a world they can figure it out. All right, I now they might still go after Ned today. You know, if that happens, it is what it is. But yeah, this is evening out a bit more. Good morning, town. Matthew died in the night, and Matt R died in the night. 6 players alive. Give you about 2 minutes.
Interesting.
Let's talk. Shit.
I tried to go for 2 people who I thought were evil.
What is Jeremy? Do we just kill Jeremy? Like, what is
Jeremy's
he?
claiming Sailor. I don't think he. I think he's the A at worst.
I think it's worth going after Jeremy. Like,
Good.
We're good.
So, what do you think is going on? I'm looking at Robert, and I don't know that I trust the pacifist.
I really don't know what's going on. I have absolutely no information. So,
good old BMR.
I mean, there's too many people claiming outsiders. If we don't think it's a
Lewis, and then Aaron, and then Brody, and then Blake, and then I drank with Blake again.
So you drank with Blake last night?
Yes.
I think we should test you.
That's fine. I'd rather kill Blake, but that's fine. I think
I
Blake
wanted
is
to
a
kill
demon
Blake
candidate.
pretty early because Lynn was.
Yeah. I mean, I think Blake's the next off the board, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Any chance we have?
Sorry, I gotta take a call.
Yeah, go for it. All right, I'll leave it to it.
Right.
Yeah, it's 2 choices, but I mean,
I wonder if Matthew chose either myself or Robert. If that's the case, then yeah, you probably did die. But Matthew's claiming to have picked people he thought were evil.
interesting. I mean, he knew what I was, so I told him not to pick me.
Yeah.
So I knew he was going to pick me, but
I'm likely drunk, which is fine, because I think Blake's evil. So then I think we're wasting one of the 2 demon kills because we're at 6. But that
I think Ned's the kill today.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Here, just quickly, I'm going to share this with the town. Matt R gambled Ned as the exorcist and died. I gossip Ned as the demon. Matthew died. Ned is claiming outed exorcist who wasn't targeted last night. I think it's possible it's just a poach charge and he's the demon.
It's going to be a Shab, right? If Matthew was resurrected?
Or whatever. It could be Shab, but I think it's Ned. All right.
Okay, there.
Yeah, sorry. We got gong. Sorry, Ned.
That's all right.
All right, welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Lewis, go ahead.
I just wanted to point out, in case this wasn't obvious, like those of us who stayed in town were sort of discussing who we thought was evil and that. And from what I'm looking at, likely evil team has 4 living players out of the 6 alive. So we need to do something about that.
I agree.
All right, Jeremy.
I don't think that's the case at all. I think we have 2, maybe 3 living evils alive. And I think the kills are between Blake and Ned. I'd probably like to kill Blake first.
No.
and then not.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, here's the thing. Ned is an outed exorcist who was not killed last night. I gossip
Agreed.
Ned. I gossip Ned as the demon. Matthew died. I don't. There's other dead players who may have information. I don't want to.
Yeah, I gambled Ned as the exorcist and I died. Obviously, it could have been a demon kill, but I've cleared Robert and Jen, so we should leave them alone.
And me? You're all saying it's a shame.
Oh, and Omega, but Omega's dead.
Well,
yeah,
it's a Shab game. I do think Blake and Ned are both evil.
And I just threw Ned under the bus.
Kirby, your social reads.
I think Jeremy. I think Jeremy is the DA at worst. If I'm completely.
I think we have to go for Ned here.
I think that's fair for Manny here because Jeremy's deflecting off of Manny.
Blake will nominate Ned.
All right, Blake nominates Ned. State your case.
I mean, all the reasons I just stated. I mean, outed exorcist not killed. Gambles as an exorcist, the gambler died. Gossip, there was a kill that could have been a gossip kill, and I'm just not buying it.
All right, Ned.
Well, I'm not buying the gossip thing because you gossip me as the demon, and 2 people still died, but everyone is claiming it's a Shabloth, so that's hard to explain. But if you have to kill me, then I get it. Clear the world. That's all you have to do. Fine.
All right, majority is 3.
Who did you pick last night, Ned?
I picked Jen.
Are we gonna get dead votes on this? Probably not. Like,
Oh, Manny's probably evil. Yeah, you guys, we just missed it.
3 is enough. That's about the
Manny
die.
nominates Blake.
Manny nominates Blake. State your case.
There's not enough deaths to support Blake's claim on Ned. Ned could be evil, but I think Ned would be a minion at best. It's just, where did the demon kills go if we're looking at a gossip and a gambler?
All right, Blake.
Well, one could have been a goon that drunk the demon. I think we might have just lost. I think we definitely lose if you kill me here. I think either Ned is the Shab or the Poe who charged last night. I don't know why we had so few votes on it, because I think people can tie this. But
there's definitely a Shab, and there was a living innkeeper last night. So I mean,
yeah.
All right.
I also think it's possible that Blake is the DA who has protected.
I actually think you're the
All right.
DA, Jeremy.
3 to tie, 4 to execute.
I mean, an exorcist that's still alive. A gambler gambled him and died, and we couldn't get more than 3 votes.
All right, everybody. Hopefully that's better. If it's not, then I don't know. I guess it is what it is. YouTube's up. Looks like Twitch is up. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully everything's better. Y'all can let me know. I'll be back.
No.
All right, the stream is live again.
No.
Just kidding, Lynn.
So I will do this. Blake,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
assuming,
I
is
was
gone.
actually thinking about picking Ned too, because I talked to Ned.
Blake
so I was
dropped.
like,
Yeah, kind of like Jen, are you saying we're going?
I'll stay, but we'll travel as a barista.
Okay.
Yes, coffee.
The old barista on SNV, huh?
Yeah. Everybody else cool?
Yeah.
All right. Get another game going. All right. So we got 14 players now. Well, 15 with the Traveler. I kind of want to do a Fengu again, I think. Let's do Witch Cernobus Pit Hag. Let's get a Mutant and a Barber. Let's get a Flower Girl, a Seamstress, Clockmaker, Philosopher, Snake Charmer, Juggler, Oracle, Artist. I think it's fine. Alright, pass out these characters. Matthew's a Fengu. Ned Cernobus, Lynn Witch, Nina Pithag. Nina is on a 3-game evil streak. Bluffs, let's put Dreamer. Let's put... Town Crier, and then let's do Sage. She goes, seriously. You know, it is what it is. Let's go around the circle. Anything we need to do? Yeah, that's what we really need to do. I think we'll probably make Jen good again. Sorry, my phone's dinging again. Oh yeah, I saw somebody mention there's a ton of lag. Sorry. Nope, don't do that. Alright, I don't know if the stream's still doing well or not. Ross, I saw you messaged me like a half an hour ago. I tend to miss my messages, unfortunately, in the middle. So I don't know what's going on. I do have like a kind of an updated setup. It worked fine last week. Don't know why it's not working as fine this week. It is what it is. Anyway, let's go do it.
Top characters are Recluse, Imp, and Spy.
All right, we'll get going again. Good night.
Take the spy if I would be the spy a few times, so you
All right,
don't
cool.
have to be it as often.
We do need barista stuff. We'll go ahead and do minion demon info.
You've never been.
I think it's like the base 3. It's like the base 3 role. I'm pretty sure the only base 3 role I've never been.
I wonder how you'd balance a snake charmer like role, but for minions.
It's wild.
I wonder how you do.
All right. What do we do?
And yeah, we were talking about our most played roles.
Night
Mine is
one.
the Virgin here on this here app. Tied with Washwoman.
Mine actually was tied. I was
I
tied with Gambler until the first game.
feel like we give maybe a Clockmaker
Gambler
1.
and Pixie, now it's Gambler moved up
Fun.
to top 1.
Yeah, I should ask my friend in real life though, because I play in real life way more than I do online. My most played characters. He keeps stats.
Yeah, let's do
storytelling rather. I introduced them to BMR last week, and they had their first 3 deaths in one night.
Yeah.
And they were very confused.
Look at Jeremy will say
New
this
players
character
in this.
selected you. Barista 1.
According to
Stream seems better. Okay,
my
good.
Stats,
It's telling me it's unstable.
Crack. Imp is by far my most pulled token.
I think most people have that.
Matthew's telling me he wants to be the.
Has
He's going
to
to
be.
take Town
Has to be
Crier.
first.
Fair enough.
Has to be.
Like I said, mine is Recluse, Imp, and Spy.
All right, Philosopher. Does he want to use his ability?
Boba Fett is telling everybody hi.
Snake
right
Charmer. Make your choice.
now. You're sweet.
Philo Mayor Ravenkeeper. Are mine.
Could be a hardware issue too. I do want to
Good
get
to
a new
know.
computer. I do plan on
Never
getting a new
kill Steve in
computer.
TV game.
Aaron's holding on to this ability. Manny's
Well,
choosing
my second
Len.
most is Mayor. So,
Funny.
um,
Which? Make a choice.
So what you're saying is
Sarah Novus.
Because last time
Make
we
a
talked, you
choice.
said every time you're the Slayer, you're killing me the first day. Anyways,
I wish I would have.
you should have.
Won.
I've now been on all sides, viewing on the same team and on the opposite team of Nina.
I'm gonna mute this real quick. This is the witch. Once again, witch cursing Brody. Poor guy. He knows it too. He's just such a witch magnet. Alright, we're waiting for Ned. I do like to let people know if they're mad as anything before I do other stuff with them, like give them their information so they can take that into account if they want. So I do want to wait for Ned before I do anything else. Ned's choosing Aaron R to be mad as a mutant. That's funny. Oh. Yeah, I forgot to wake Jen. You are... good. Oh, I didn't go in. I didn't put alignment on my token yet, but yeah, phew. Travelers are easy to forget because they happen to this dust phase. Okay. So Aaron, this character selected you, Sarah Novus, character mutant. All right, Clockmaker is going to learn a 1, 2, 3, 4. Then Satan herself, we can see if she wants to use her ability. So you want to try to convince the town you are the mutant, or you might be executed. Satan herself is going to use your seamstress ability, so make a choice. We're going to put down this no ability token. Oh, so now the stream says it's excellent. So hopefully that is remaining. I was going to say YouTube told me it was good, and then suddenly it says not. Stream's current bitrate is higher than recommended bitrate. Okay, so I need to adjust that setting. I think I can try to. I don't think it'll really let me adjust it live. I mean, it'll let me try to change the number, but we'll try it anyway, just see if it helps anything out. I was trying to do a higher quality, and now it's I've kind of lowered the quality. But we'll let it do its thing. Alright, Satan herself choosing Steve and Dave B. They are both good, so we're going to say yes, they are on the same team. Cool. He's better now. Yeah, it's YouTube I'm worried about right now, but you know, it's fine. Nobody's watching on YouTube anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, literally 0 viewers. But it's fine. We'll sort that later. I'm more worried about Twitch and YouTube, so. And apparently Twitch is working fine. All right, let's go do the thing. All right, good morning, town. Rise and shine. You know the drill. Let's shorten it a little bit. We'll give you about 4 minutes today. Good luck.
No twins. Aw.
So madness is to try to convince the group that something is true. So if you're trying to be mad as a mutant, you want to try to convince the group that you're the mutant. It doesn't mean saying over and over and over again, I'm the mutant, I'm the mutant, I'm the mutant, but you just want to be like, yeah, I'm the mutant, or, you know, however you want to do it, but.
Okay.
Or you can just not, and then maybe get executed, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to get executed. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just tell people you're the mutant like you would tell them anything else.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Out.
I'll leave you alone for now.
Okay, cool. Yes, I just outed evil to Dave.
Yeah.
Because
But
why not?
I might be
I've been
winning the
getting
team.
3 evil games. Actually, like, I don't even know. It's obnoxious how much I've been evil this week. I quit.
If you
I'll
have
tell
a Fangu.
Do you want
or
a
if you
snake
are the
charmer or do you
Fangu.
want a Fangu?
Huh?
Do you want a snake charmer or a Fangu?
I don't give a shit.
Because I can turn you into the snake charmer and you can snake charm the demon.
If,
And then
you
I'll-
might already have a snake charmer. If you turn me into the snake charmer, that's fine.
Okay.
And then if it doesn't work, then we already have one. And then you'll.
In general, most times, the storyteller will choose people from my alignment, so it will usually help my team.
I hope you're
so,
good.
I know I'm good, but every once in a while, in order to give bluffing space, the storyteller will usually at least sprinkle 1 or 2 evil,
Okay.
depending on how long the
But,
traveler is in
yeah.
the game for.
I mean, I guess thinking about it, you probably wouldn't go well with my ability, if you could even call it that.
Yeah. Well, what is your? Well, I mean, what are you willing to share?
I mean, well, I'm the mutant, so I don't know if being mad twice would really help me.
Fair. It could be double executed. Sounds fun to me.
Wow. Again, yeah. Does that? Oh, there's no Zombull in this. Okay. I was gonna be like, wow, that could really disprove that I'm not the Zombull, but no. Okay. Yeah. I would probably advise to not give me the.
All right. See ya.
Oh, here's Sam.
Cool. Sam, can you
Hi,
hang
Sam.
around?
Sure.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
The other storyteller visiting
Stop
role.
playing. Sorry.
The other storyteller visiting role.
Yes. So I'm claiming Savant this game.
Fair.
So I'm actually going to be even giving out the information you gave me last game as my first day, if anyone asks. But I would like to use my artist question because I've got a feeling that if the demon believes me when I say that I'm the Savant, maybe maybe I'll die. So I would like to ask: is there a pit hag in this game?
Is there a pit hag in this game? You learn yes.
All right, fantastic. Thank you.
No problem. Good luck.
Mark you down as Savant because I know that that's your favorite bluff. So.
Oh, I guess Savant can get both, right? 2 Savant questions. Sam, I would like 2 Savant questions, please. Or
Okay.
statements. Right, 4 statements.
2 sets of statements.
2 sets of statements. Yes. Okay.
Although it'd be funny if you just gave the savant 4 statements without clarifying which is, a pair of true and false.
Here are 4 statements, 2 of which are true, 2 of which are false.
Right.
Oh god, that's taking me back to college. I had this professor that would do double true-false statements.
Well,
and you had to have... Yeah,
the gin
it
cup,
was...
the gin cup where I got the boon, and then I was told that this is for doxed info.
Oh yeah, that's the only piece of that game I watched. That was great.
So
All right.
insane. All right, cool.
Good luck.
All right. As usual, welcome back. Feel free to do the things, but nominations are open.
I do appreciate whoever went Philo Mutant. That's great.
It was probably me.
Philo Mutant.
Philo Mutant
I
is
took
one of
that
my
in the last
favorites.
game.
So no twins are coming out this one, huh?
At least not yet.
Twin.
Oh yeah, Jen and I are evil twin pair.
Jeremy.
I think I'm just share with myself.
I would just like to announce to the town that I am the flower girl, so let's keep the votes to a bit of a mixed bag today. But I won't be giving out my flower girl information. I will be giving that to another player to give out. So don't ask me tomorrow about it.
Jeremy,
Right.
I'm going to ask you today. Could you tomorrow give me your flower girl?
I can't do it, Jen.
All right. Satan herself.
All right. I'll do a juggle because why not? Good fun. I'm gonna juggle Jeremy as anything but the flower girl. No, I'm joking. I'll juggle him as the flower girl. I'll juggle Brody as the snake charmer. I'll juggle Manny as the mathematician. I'll juggle Lewis as the artist, and I'll juggle myself as the jug.
All right. Heard. Brody.
Lynn, Ned, Aaron, Robert, Nina, all as Serenovus.
All right. Say those names again. You went a little fast. Lynn, Ned.
Everyone from Ned to Nina.
All right, that makes it easy. Thank you. Steve.
Yes. So I would like to not juggle. Thank you.
Heard. Manny.
Manny will juggle Brody as the seamstress, Satan herself as the artist, Matt R as the mutant, Jeremy as the sage, and Ned as the savant.
All right. Heard. Lewis.
Yes, I would like to juggle Robert as the town crier, Lynn as the philosopher, Jeremy as the flower girl, Satan herself as the artist, and Jen as the mutant.
Okay, heard. Aaron?
I'm using my telekinetics, and I'm just tapping into the world around me, and I'm just sensing that Jeremy is not good, and I probably will nominate Jeremy at some point today.
Heard. Dave?
I will juggle Steve as Barber, Jeremy as Flower Girl, Nina as Sage, myself as Juggler, and Manny as Philosopher.
Okay, heard. And Jen?
I just have a mechanics question. Should everyone just juggle twice because you might barista choose them as barista 2, and then they would get 2 sets of juggler info?
I'm just going to say, please no. Brody?
I will juggle everyone from Dave to myself as the sourdough.
He did it times 2.
Steve?
All right. So, you guys have played with me plenty of times. There is not a Vigor Mortis in play. We are on base 1. I am an outsider. I will not confirm whether Dave juggled me correctly or not. I am an outsider. So Fangu, if this is a Fangu game, I'm probably not the person you want to jump to. It's me. Everybody thinks I'm evil all the time.
Problem is me.
That is true.
Second call for nominations.
I nominate.
Don't do it, Aaron. Don't do it.
Aaron nominates Steve. State your case.
I really want to nominate somebody else, but I feel compelled to nominate Steve instead. Because, to eliminate Fangu World and stuff. So.
All right, Steve?
Yes, let's make sure the Fangu cannot jump to me. Or you leave me around and let the Fangu jump to me and you just kill me later. Fine, I'll go ahead and claim it. I am the barber. Let's get this out of the way.
All right, majority is 8.
I hope you remembered every single player's juggle, Sam, in case the barber swaps the juggler.
Oh my god.
Wow.
8 is enough.
Sam could have had to remember every player's double juggles too.
Steve is about to die.
Yeah, can I not juggle again? I'm kidding.
I feel like I need to juggle.
Jeremy will nominate Lynn.
Jeremy nominates Lynn. State your case.
Lynn absolutely lied to me with the rules that she gave me.
Lynn?
I gave you an honest 2. Absolutely not.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
8 to tie, 9 to execute.
It's honestly, we don't want to get me off the block.
Gonna need a few more, guys.
Hey, Jeremy, Lynn is cleared.
Did she? Oh, never mind. Lynn's cleared.
2's not enough. I'm going to go and count from 10.
I actually
5.
do like forcing the barber swap tonight.
Lynn, that vote was because you.
Steve has been executed and
I know
dies.
I should have lied to him.
Good night, everybody.
Because he usually lies to me.
All right, we'll check in our
I lied to you.
barber swap.
Oh, you
Probably.
I guarantee you probably lied to me.
Oh, I guarantee you lied to me, Lynn.
I didn't. That's the thing. And I should have.
All right.
See if Matthew does anything with
Break
this.
it down, then.
We also have
The 2.
some baristing we can do.
That's the next game.
Maybe we give the artist a
I didn't
second
even talk
one.
to you, Lynn, and I put the Dreamer token.
Swapping Jeremy and Steve. Okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm also 100% confident that Jen is good, by the way.
Actually, before that, let's go. Let's give Lewis another artist question. Why not?
So did you get confirmation of who got barista night one?
Nope. I'm still crossing my fingers that it was a Serenovus because
I got confirmation on it.
Hilarious.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. All right, Steve is now
Nina confirmed it.
the clockmaker.
She got baristed one.
Jeremy.
Even funnier if
Now
Mag changes the demon and then changes them back.
the barber. Let's go ahead and wake up some other people before we let them know, just so we're moving along. Make a choice. Which? Make a choice.
Bangu, there's only one more outsider out there.
Serenovus. Make a choice. Pithag. Make a choice. We got a lot going on. All right, now let's let Steve know. Oop.
What are you talking about? I'm the Baron.
You are clockmaker. Wake
Sorry,
up,
it was double.
Jeremy. You are barber. All right, philosopher. Holding on to its ability. Snake charmer. Choosing Nina. It's just 2 evils in a row he's chosen, but not the demon. The witch. We haven't got the witch yet. Oh, here we go. Brody. Keeping on Brody. Serenovus. Aaron, Matt is mutant. This character selected you. Serenovus. Mutant. Pithag. Turning Dave B into the Klutz. That does work. And that means we're not going to get any... not going to get any juggle information. You are Klutz. Hello, CTBOTC. All right, now we can get our demon kill. Let's see if he does the jump. Hello, everybody. All right, last SMV game ended in a day 1 Klutz win for Evil. So, so we're doing another one. We're a little bit behind, but that's fine. We'll do Trouble Brewing after this game. We're waiting for our Fangu game. So I think Nina's trying to set up day B to get jump 2 with Fangu. That works. All right, I'll let him know you are evil Fangu. Yeah, they did it. All right, Flower Girl, did the demon vote? This would be specifically Matthew. Matthew did vote. Demon voted. All right, so Brody wakes up and learns a yes. Oracle gets to learn a 1. That's pretty powerful info. The way it would make Jeremy the Klutz. It'd be classic. All right, yeah. So Medar's want to think either Fangu. Well, I guess Fangu, Vortox, or Vigor Mortis. Seems she's already used her ability. So we are all caught up. We're gonna wake up and announce that Matthews died tonight. Yeah, here we go. Good morning, town. Matthew died in the night. There are 13 players live. Give me about 4 minutes.
No surprise, I was barber swapped. There's a barber in there.
Two lovebirds over there.
Ooh.
To be honest, all the little symbols to give you
Hi.
Hello. So I just would like to get a clarification of what Barista 2 will mean in this specific instance, given I've already used my ability.
Means you get to
Does
use
that
your
mean I
ability
get to
again.
ask- Okay, alright. I might ponder on it throughout the day, and
Oh,
I'll
no problem.
circle back around to you later on and get some more savant information.
No problem. Good luck.
Thank you.
What are you sharing with the world?
Well, I'm just kind of feeling the telekinetic power, and I've enrolled in the School of Professor X. I forgot what the place is called, but I've just been chilling. So, I mean, if people are able to claim to me, that'd be cool. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope. Yeah, that has to be it. That has to be it.
I wish Kurt's Brody again. It's a good thing I didn't swap it to Jeremy if Jeremy
I
did.
know. I was going to say, I was like, Jeremy would be a good one to pick because he'd probably target you. But no,
Yeah, I'm like,
okay.
I don't want to pick my demon, and then oop, the game's over.
That would suck. Okay.
All right, I'll
Cool.
try and find out. Good luck.
Thanks.
You good or evil?
Oh, I'm evil. You're my demon.
Oh, shoot. You're not evil. Okay. All right. If you're good, I don't suck to get off, to get a...
By another player last night.
Okay.
Or there is one pair of outsiders.
Okay.
And today I got one of my neighbors was...
I don't exist, so that can't be it.
Oh, we're base 1, yeah. So
We're base 1 right now.
No Dashi or Fengu. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the barber's out there somewhere.
Did you get
Nina
swapped
gave
out?
me Snake Charmer, so.
Did you got swapped out?
Yeah, I'm the Clockmaker now.
Okay, Clockmaker now.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I guess, if they're gonna remove a roll, that's a good one to. Yeah, we didn't lose a good info roll or anything then, so.
Yeah, they already got their information.
All right.
Because
Now they have another Fengu.
Okay, so you are now, or okay, you're Snake Charmer dead.
So,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
dead.
no! What you were Fengu, so you're dead.
Yeah,
That's right.
I
Got it.
jumped to Dave.
Dave,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Lynn's, warn Lynn that it's it's Dave.
Well, I mean, you said you followed the plan, but she told me a different plan, so it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's Dave. Yeah.
All right,
Thanks.
cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I mean, my game has been made infinitely more complex. I feel like my brain has expanded, and I'm now able to like tap into the neural networks of like thousands of people across the
I
world.
see.
So yeah, I have
That
access
sounds,
to powers I didn't even know I had before, which is crazy. But
This
you know,
sounds
here it just means I
suspiciously
could-
Serenovus, like I will say.
No.
Use your brain to connect with people and send them
Oh,
information.
Oh, okay. I understand why you would think that, but no, I'm just muting.
Okay. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Epic. Cool. I'm the seamstress, so
Oh,
you can
did
have
you-
that
did
for
you
free.
use it?
I've given out the info died. So
Really?
yeah.
Interesting.
What about you? What info do you got?
I'm the juggler, and I juggled you as the flower girl.
Oh.
If you
well,
remember. I got a 2, which
I'm one of the right ones. I'll tell you that much.
I kind of really trust Steve, though.
I
All right, we
also
gotta head
really
back.
trust Steve. But yeah, thanks. Bye.
My own, but yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Steve, go ahead.
I would like to say that I was confirmed to be on the same team as a known good person by a seamstress, and
Thank
I
you.
am now the Clockmaker. So there is a barber back in play.
There's vortex
heard-
possibilities.
Yes, I've heard potential vortex possibilities.
There is potential vortex possibilities there, but not based on the other information that I have heard.
Could be baristas.
Yeah. It's...
Hello.
Hello. Almost, if he was lying to me, it almost feels like good and lying to me. Is Jeremy good? like on the good team currently.
Is Jeremy good? You learn yes.
All right, thank you.
Trump the Vortox?
If it
Yes.
is the sober and healthy one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the seamstress acted night 1, so it wasn't last night.
But I still haven't actually gotten confirmation from the people who specifically got it. So cool.
Second call for nominations.
Jeremy will nominate Lynn.
Oh,
Jeremy nominates Lynn. State your case.
If Lynn was telling me the truth and Steve is claiming Clockmaker, then Lynn is potentially the barber now?
I am the other role that I claimed to you. I am not the clockmaker.
All right.
Why are we gonna kill the barber again? If that's the
I'm
case.
not the barber.
I know. I'm just saying. But why are we doing it twice?
It creates
Alright.
confirmation if the demon keeps swapping it out.
Majority of 7.
No, you're right, Lewis. We just keep confirming until we run out of players.
It's a classic play.
Until the demon's forced to swap themselves with a good player.
0 votes.
Barbershop, it just
Not
has
enough.
barber on it.
Did we hear from not Jeremy's flower girl about what not Jeremy's flower girl information?
I will nominate Jeremy.
Jeremy had his hand up. I didn't know if he
No,
wanted to do.
this is fine. This is
Okay, Dave nominates Jeremy. State your case.
I was the actual juggler yesterday. I got a 2, so 3 of these people who, well, I mean, I got myself right, and I totally trust Steve. So I think everybody else I juggled is just lying. Plus, I got the most sus vibes from Jeremy in the first place. So they are not what I juggle them as. I really don't think.
All right, Jeremy.
If the view in town is that we're not going to kill the new barber, then congratulations, I am the new barber. I was the clockmaker. I also got barista'd on day 1, so my clockmaker info is correct. And it is a 4.
Yes.
That's spicy.
Okay, see.
All right.
I knew you were lying, at least.
Majority of 7.
I explained one of my wrong numbers. Now I'm going to start nominating the others.
Well, I was keeping it quiet in case it was a Fengu game, because I hadn't told anybody I was a clockmaker. So
I do feel like Vortox is actually.
I kind of do too.
Yeah, like I said, I think if you know your traveler is going to be, it's a really good
2 is not enough.
So if Lynn is evil, which she is, then 4 away from Lynn is 1, 2, 3, Satan,
Jeremy.
4, Lewis.
Jeremy.
I don't think it's Lynn.
No. No. Don't do
I
it.
can't vote. I can't nominate Satan, so I'll nominate Lewis.
Nina nominates Lewis. State your case.
If we want to believe that it's not a Vortex game and Jeremy's correct, then, you know, Satan's my friend. Lewis is my friend too. Yeah, Satan's first time. That was really, really bad. Lewis, I'm sorry.
Don't make her choose, but she chooses.
No.
But she nominated you, so you know.
Not her friend, you must die.
No,
all right.
everybody's my friend here, but Satan's first time here, so Lewis, you must die.
Lewis, your defense.
Yeah, just run it.
Sorry.
You know, I'm
No,
gonna
no,
next time you
For
nominate
the
me,
record,
I'm
I
gonna
do not
say that you
advocate
are
for Lewis's death.
I don't think
No,
this is
like-
a
I
terrible
had no
kill.
reason to be suspicious of Lewis.
I like for what it's worth. There is other gameplay stuff going on in my head that I'll probably talk about later in the game. That
4 is not enough.
been happening. So I'm not specifically reacting to you, Nina.
You're good. I'm sorry. That was really poorly done.
Jen would like to nominate Brody.
Jen nominates Brody. State your case.
Looking at the clockmaker number, this is probably the best kill.
All right, Brody.
The logic makes sense because I've heard seamstress info that puts Dave in a yes with Steve. If this is Vortox, it would make Dave evil, and I am 4 away from Dave, so I completely agree with the logic. However, I think we should go for Dave. I'm not even gonna pretend it's bad logic.
Majority of 7.
Personally.
seating wise, it seems like there could be the most evil on the left side, which would mean that somebody on the right side would be the demon.
This makes me think that Jen is evil. Not gonna
I
lie.
probably am.
8 is enough. Brody's about to die.
But
Brody
Jen
will
made the
nominate-
clockmaker a great coffee.
Brody will nominate Dave.
All right. Brody nominates Dave. Brody dies. State your case.
Oh,
What do you think, people?
And happy fucking birthday to me. I will be immediately calling for the exile of Jen after this because evil just fucking pounced on me. But I still think that Dave is evil based on this potentially being a Vortex game. I'm the flower girl with a yes. Dave did not vote. Dave is in a seamstress yes with Steve, who is practically confirmed good at this point. In a Vortex game, Dave is evil.
I don't think it's Vortex.
Is there any evidence of a Vortex game? I got a Juggler 2, and I think that's the correct number. So
I think your Juggler 2 is incorrect, and I've heard of.
Yeah,
I think you're just
think so, Dave.
lying, Manny, about your role.
I
All right.
have heard
This
of
is
an
a
Oracle
really good
1.
shot.
That's fine. I mean, I can be killed at any time. I'm pointless now.
All right. 8 to tie. 9 to execute.
I think we'll learn.
I
from this
am
exercise.
the dreamer who got Brody as Snake Charmer or Pit Hag.
Yep, Vortex.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, we shouldn't.
8 is a tie.
What?
Brody will
So
call for the exile of Jen.
Hold on.
Damn.
Oh, there we go. That worked. So yeah, so both Dave and Brody are safe for today. Brody calls for the exile of Jen. State your case.
I was nominated on trumped up charges, and evil immediately rose up.
I don't. So I don't control what evil does for their votes. I think we should have killed somebody that is still alive, not you, Brody. I am not the witch. I also did not witch curse you. The seating logic made sense. Dave still would be a good shout, even if you weren't the demon, which you clearly aren't. We should be killing somebody. We're not killing Dave. Let's kill somebody else.
What can you tell me about Demon?
All right. As usual, this is a call for exile, so this doesn't use dead votes or anything like that. This needs 8. Here we go.
Dave is, in lieu of anything else, I think we should get a 9 on Robert.
I would like to get 9 on Aaron, personally. For reasons that Aaron should.
I think
4 is not enough. It's
I
insane.
think you, like, immediately calling me evil.
Manny.
Yeah, I call it.
Manny nominates Aaron. State your case.
We need to execute somebody today. I don't know about the Clockmaker 4 with Aaron. I think there's some possible worlds. So.
All right. Aaron. You're muted.
Aaron, you're muted.
No, I think you meant to say mutant because that's what I am at the game.
Well.
That is what Aaron said to me in our private conversation. So if we're gonna, yeah.
I think he's just the Serenovus.
It's all fine. I don't think it would be.
This,
Yeah.
I mean,
actually,
Tell
this
me-
is really bad for evil. I would
Wow,
say.
this is a lot.
It's actually really. If you're evil, you should.
Are we worried about Vortex though?
All right. 9 to execute.
Very strong, like
I am too.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, we should have killed Dave. The people who didn't vote on Dave, I'm heavily eyeing.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yet I'm sus because I wanted him dead.
More people. Damn it.
8 is not enough.
happening?
Nobody's about to die still.
Jeremy
that worked,
nominates Robert.
Jeremy nominates Robert. State your case.
I think this is the better kill than Aaron. They're probably both evil, but if Aaron, if evil voted on Aaron, then the pit hag, if there is one, is more likely Robert.
All right, Robert.
I think the Pit Hag was Brody, but
Jeremy, you're wrong.
It's not a Vortex
and-
game.
And it's shocking to me, but I'm in a couple of double claims, so I'm not the worst kill.
if it's not a Vortex game, Lewis, then
I need to add pertinent here. Every single good player might need to vote because
Still needs 9.
Not getting enough
there are
votes.
5 evils.
I'll share why I think it a bit later, but I've just realized that I have. There's a piece of information that's
Don't kill me.
definitively true.
Is enough.
Unless shenanigans happened last night.
I will go ahead and count from 10.
Definitively true without
5.
barista.
Well, it was from a barista too, not a barista. Not a barista,
Robert
so
has been executed and dies. Good night, everybody.
Night.
I mean,
Ooh,
if we're
what a
gonna
day.
float the Vortox worlds, then I think Robert has to be.
So funny enough, we need them to not think
There
it's
was an Oracle
Vortox right
one.
now.
I can tell you what I am, but it's not that great an idea.
Matthew and Steve as well.
If we're floating Vortox worlds, then I was the
Let's
Barber's
give an
the
evil
only,
player a 1.
outsider that's in play.
Nina's claiming
How about I
Dreamer.
tell you this, guys? If Steve's telling the truth, it actually started as a Tengu game.
Yeah, let's give Nina a barista 1.
Gotcha.
Then Brody.
So,
Are you claiming outsider then?
I am now that I'm dead.
You are now, as in you didn't used to be.
Yeah, because I'm the mutant.
We the mutant. My favorite
Well, I
role in
mean,
Clocktower.
it's not bad that you were executed then, because then you can't be
No,
jumped to,
I
guess.
agree.
Yeah, no, not a bad
But
execution.
except for there's a barber in play, so you know.
Looking up all the players.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, all this info makes a ton of sense, seeing as though what Brody hard claimed to me day one. Brody, were you telling me the truth day one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, then it makes a lot of sense then.
Self-cursing witch.
Yeah. No, can I out Brody what you were?
I've already outed, so go for it.
Yeah, he's dead in town.
Yeah, Flower Girl.
Yeah, it's a yes.
And the yes.
Was there someone that didn't vote the first night?
So day one, just counting the living people.
All right.
The yeses.
Philosopher.
were
Oh my gosh. Philosopher is going Snake Charmer.
Robert's obviously dead. Nina, Aaron, Lynn, Jeremy, Matt R, and Lewis.
The person that we couldn't kill.
A lot going on here.
I voted day one. Did you say I?
All right, we'll tell him.
Because I definitely did.
I said I got a yes on you.
Got
Well,
it,
I counted
and make a choice.
Yeah.
All right, and then we can tell Nina
Did
to
I
make a
vote
choice
one?
for
I
her.
forgot.
All right, the actual Snake Charmer chooses Aaron. Doesn't matter. Now, if Aaron for some reason becomes a demon, we won't say that Manny was sober. Oh my gosh!
I was bluffing Flower Girl.
All right, it's happened.
Forgot to write votes down. That's always fun.
Oh my god, we could have had 2 swaps if we wanted. We are not going to do 2 swaps.
Yeah.
But
I thought you had talked to Brody.
And again, Jeremy lied to me. What a
you are
surprise.
evil Fangu. Dave is now the poisoned philosopher. You are a good
To be
philosopher.
fair, Lynn, I lied to everybody today. And last game.
Still doesn't make it feel any better.
Sorry.
Lord.
Especially when I tell you the truth.
I don't know.
Jeremy,
I'm looking
stop
for-
tunneling.
He goes, haha, I knew it. Lord, okay. Witch cursing Jeremy. Makes sense. I guess it makes sense, I don't know. Sarah Novus. Choosing Aaron to be mad as mutant. This character selected you. Sarah Novus. Character. Mutant. Pitag is turning Ned into the Vortox. Wow. He says, I hate that, but I think everyone knows I'm just going to kill Dave. Alright, well, Ned is now the Vortox. There is so much going on here. All right, so we have to kill. I mean, we could kill nobody. I think that's probably a bad idea. So let's kill Aaron and let's kill one other player who could be evil. Kill Aaron and Dave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll kill Aaron and Dave. Oh my lord. Alright, we'll wake up Ned. Let's say you are Vortox. Make a choice. His choice isn't going to matter. We're not going to do anything with it. So let's go ahead and no fire. So Oracle now will get. So there are now 2 evil players. So we're going to give the Oracle a 1 still, because that is false info. Oh no, we need to wait. Well, yeah, we're not going to kill no matter what Ned chooses, so it's fine. It'll sell Dave as a Fengu jump. Possibly. You know what's funny is we could have had 4 different demons tonight if we'd wanted. Alright, Ned's trying to kill Satan herself. That's not going to do anything. Aaron's going to be very, very confused. Okay, let's let's do it. Good morning, town. Aaron died in the night. Dave B died in the night. There are 9 players alive, including a traveler. I'll give you about 3 minutes.
Demon change.
Demon change, yeah.
Demon change.
It was
to
not
be fair,
Vortex for the first 2 days.
it could also be a demon got a 2. So.
Matthew is the Fangu, Nina is the Pit Hag, Lynn is the Witch, Ned is the Serenovis. Night 2, I was Pit Hagged into the Klutz and then jumped to by the Fangu. Last night, I was Philo Snake Charmed back into the Good Philosopher. So now, the demon is somewhere else, but we know for a fact they created a new demon. They got rid of me, so I now know it's not Nina, it's not Lynn, it's not Ned.
Okay.
I was Snake Charmed, so
Gotcha.
that is the team that I have. So if
Matthew,
Satan is
what
telling
was
the truth
it?
about Seamstress, what I believe, that means the new demon has probably got to be Lewis Matter.
Matthew as either the Flower Girl or Fangu. So I kind of think we need to be looking into outsiders if Matthew Fangu jumped. So Jeremy turned into the barber the night that Steve swapped is also the night that Matthew
In town, the info itself, but not me. I'm the
And
person
that's and that's if it's a Vortox game. It points to Dave B being evil.
Yes, because I checked him and neutral Steve against each other.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, you know what? You're probably cleared. Mad R is cleared, because I think anybody that was initially pointing it at a Vortox world is probably cleared, so...
That's
then
why
I'm
I was
looking-
so stressed about it yesterday in town, and why I advocated for Dave B dying. Also...
Asked one on day 1, and then I got to ask again on day 2.
Right.
On the first day, I asked, and if there is a pit hag in play, and I got a yes. Now, we can definitively say more or less, unless the barista says that was true information, right?
Yeah.
So, and on day 2, because Jeremy had been claiming Flower Girl, and I thought it might be useful to know whether or not to trust his information. So I asked, is Jeremy good? And I got a yes.
The only reason Jeremy is good.
I know, but it's really annoying because I actually gave him a truthful 2, and he knows what I am because of that now, because of the 2 I gave him. So, like, and he's still nomming me. So, I think he's just he's barking up the wrong tree with his bad social reads again.
Bad social reads. Who lost as the fucking klutz last time?
I was supposed to read Matthew, to be honest. I just wanted to pick between Matthew or Ned or the two twins, so I was just like, I'll just pick Matthew.
Could be lying.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be serving me 2 cups of tea, and I was really excited to have the coffee, but I didn't receive the coffee the way I thought I would.
Fair enough.
Oh wait, I'm still the mutant. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
I am the mutant. I've always been the mutant. I should clarify that. So, hold on. I'll ask later.
Yep, you got it.
Which I can't execute him now if I wanted to. Welcome back, town. Nominations are open. I see multiple hands up. We'll start with the dead players. Dave.
Hey, you want a story? Ned is the current demon.
Ooh.
I was the starting juggler, turned into the klutz, Fangu jumped to by Matthew, and then last night I was snake charmed into the good philosopher, and Nina just told me she, the pit hag, turned Ned into the Vortox. Lynn was your starting witch.
Yeah.
Robert?
That, I buy that.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Yeah,
I was just
I
gonna
do
say
too.
Nina.
Fangu.
I got snake charmed. Which makes me think Aaron is the Philo snake charmer, because I am now the philosopher.
I'm the mutant, so that's the only thing I can say.
So that also makes sense with my information, because I am the Oracle who had a 1.
Yep, it's
and now I still have a 1, which makes me think it's a Vortox.
yes, because I asked Ned, like, all right, so who's the new demon? She's like, oh, I turned it into Ned because we had to get it off you, not knowing that I was snake charmed.
Yep. We'll go with that.
Okay, I have something to add just to throw it into the mix. I'm the seamstress. I checked Steve against Dave night 1, so no
Yes.
info, just going in blind with that. And I got a yes, which makes sense if it's wrong.
No, it was right, because at the time the demon was a Fangu.
Oh, that's right. Yes, and then they jumped to you. Yep, so it all works. Yep, that was correct.
My information from days 1 and 2 is definitively true as well.
Second call for nomination.
It, but it feels like we know where the demon is. Let's nominate Ned. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Lewis nominates Ned. State your case.
What Dave said.
Ned?
The night sky's real pretty tomorrow.
Majority is 5.
Is that true or
It
not?
was a good play if I didn't get snake charmed.
Yeah, you know what, Dave?
Manny, you saw? Did you see my message, Manny?
So who else is on my team? Because
I believe
the
you.
is actually still probably on my team.
It's
right?
probably Aaron.
Yeah, it's Aaron. I bet.
It's got to be Aaron. Because you kill one of the demons in the 2.
The only thing I can say is I knew Dave was the demon. That's
10 is
Yes,
enough.
you did.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Aaron. Why the heck did you mess that up?
I said evil don't vote on this.
Oh, it's too late.
I'd like to send my personal. I'm gonna probably have to.
10 from 5.
It's too late. I talked to Dave day 1 and was like, come on, man, you want to be on my team.
Ned has been executed and dies. Congratulations, goes to the good team.
You're welcome, good team.
So there could have been one other wrinkle in that day.
Yeah.
So Aaron was your philosopher. Had been Sarah mad as a mutant. Surprise, surprise. I would have executed him today if he was still Sarah mad, but he wasn't. So he becomes philosopher. That drunks the real snake charmer, which was Manny, who chose Aaron last night. If we had decided that Aaron went before Manny, we could have had Aaron become the Fangu and then become the snake charmer, with Manny ending up as a Fangu.
I knew you weren't philosopher, Manny, because
Yeah, I figured you were the real philosopher. But you were playing mutants. So.
Yeah. Len was your witch, Ned was your original, Sarah Novus, Jeremy starting a not flower girl, clockmaker, swapped barber, Brody's your flower girl, Satan herself, seamstress, Oracle, original Fangu, original juggler, the good barista, the artist who did get 2 questions, the pit hag, and the mutant. Your boss for dreamer, town crier, and sage.
If I draw a minion again, I will cry.
Yeah.
Like,
It's turned out to be very interesting.
Aaron, thank you very much.
Nina,
Yeah, and
I was in town when people are in conversations, and I said, you know what? I'm really feeling for Nina. I think she's actually good based on the conversations that I think she's good this one. And then we came back to town like the next day. I'm like, no, she got a minion again.
Matthew.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this is a personal fruit basket to Brody. I would have tried to get the change done, but plans were already afoot by the time I got to Nina.
Yes.
Oh, how plans change.
Part of our team. To the point to where I was ready to turn Dave into Snake Charmer.
Oh, I did not mean to press that
Steal
button.
it from Matthew.
Yeah, nice.
All right, anybody sticking around? We'll go ahead and start doing Trouble Brewing.
Good night.
I think I gotta take off myself. But yeah.
Good night, Jen. Good night, Dave.
Good night, Dave.
Thanks for playing.
My night.
Blame Aaron.
Yep.
So Sam, why
Later,
didn't
Dave.
why didn't I jump?
I don't know.
Because normally I would do the drunk Snake Charmer before the Philo Snake Charmer. You were drunk from the Philosopher, so maybe given those circumstances I should have maybe swapped kind of not did the token integrity and have you swap and then we killed Ned with the pit haggard. I don't know. Whatever. It's a.
Is that the official ruling that the drunk?
It's arbitrary. It's totally up to storyteller who goes first. Usually, it depends on how chaotic this ST wants to be, because, if you let the Philo go first, you might end up with 2 Snake Charmer swaps, and it's a lot. In hindsight, it was already a lot. I should have just went ahead and let the other step. Whatever. It is what it is.
Sorry, Ned. I did not
That would have been
realize
so much fun. I was so prepared to claim Sage too after all of that.
I almost made myself into the Sage.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was ever dying.
Is everybody else saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and set up Trouble Brain.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll go on to our Trouble Brewing game. Got 13 players, not a bad number. We still get 3 minions. I'm leaning towards not Baron, in which case that would be Poisoner, Spy, Scarlet Woman. We might change it up, but I think I'm okay with that. That does mean 9 townsfolk. Let's get a library. No, not no. I mean, I don't mind doing librarian and outside of 0, but I think I'm not going to with this setup. Let's go Fortune Teller, Slayer, Virgin, Monk, Undertaker. Get a chef. Get a washerwoman. Mayor. Ravenkeeper. Yeah, I think I'm alright with that. Alright, yeah. Let's do this. Pass out characters. Nina did not draw a minion token. So, good for her. Tell her she's not a minion. Bluffs. Poor Nina. What are we going to do here? Should we throw Librarian? Yeah, let's throw Librarian as a bluff. They could do a Librarian 0 bluff. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's do Librarian, Investigator, Empath. There's no Barons, so they can do outside, bluff outsiders if they want. We need Red Herring for the Fortune Teller. We need Washerwoman picks. Yeah, that's all. That's rough. 6 games this week for Evil. It happens though. It sucks, but such as it is. I'm almost tempted to do the weird thing and put the Red Herring on the Virgin. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Washerwoman. Who should the Washerwoman see? Manny as red herring. I thought about Manny as red herring. We probably do need to help evil in whatever way we can in this game. Let's confirm a... We could do a monk. I'm trying to think if it would work out if we showed the spy for something. Yeah, you know, watch from the scene Rainbow Keeper is not too unusual. I do it sometimes. I might change this, but I might throw it on the spy and just show something that's not correct. We always mix it up with the Undertaker, because Undertaker, you know, always sounds like a kind of like a evil bluff or a spy bluff. No. Yeah.
The Civilization 7. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, everybody. You should have your characters. Good night. Good luck.
Good night.
Yeah, the new Civilization game that just came out, Civ 7. It's gigantic. It's huge.
Ooh, Brody and Matthews on
They're
Evil Team
gonna
together.
have,
They'll like that.
A version of that on the Switch 2 at launch.
Yeah, I did see that. The specs are a big thing that they announced in the trailer.
Yeah.
My Civ
I mean,
7,
it's not going to be the
just had
same
to
game, but
I just had to submit a crash report today because it's not working very well for me. I keep getting the blue screen of death. I play for like 30 minutes and then just reboots my computer.
Yeah, you know what? I want to be nice. Yeah, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be a little nice. I'm going to ask Nina what she's going to bluff. Sorry, Nina.
No, you're not.
No, I'm trying to help you a little bit. What do you think you plan on bluffing?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna do like librarian and try to maybe help out one of my maybe investigator actually. I'm probably gonna end up trying to die early and pass it to somebody because I don't know that I have the brain power to do this. So I think investigator, I'm gonna frame somebody.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Good luck. Do we try to watch woman confirm herself as the investigator? She is not going to be happy. Yeah, let's see if that's a thing we can do or not. I don't know if it's going to help or not, but we'll try to paint Nina as investigator. All right. The poisoner can make a choice. While we're waiting on that, I'll give another shout out to our patrons. We do have a Patreon. So thank you, Aaron Robertson, CB Man, Gray, Gro Gunnarsson, Lewis Adams, Lynn Daniel, and Trevor Shillington. Thank you all for being patrons. They get shout outs. Some of the higher tiers, we're going to start putting credits in videos. You get early access to like hard claim episodes and things like that. Yeah, so thank you all. Poisoning Satan herself could be useful. We'll see how that goes. We'll show the spy, the grim. All right, with that said, we'll show Robert that either Nina or Matthew is investigator. And Chef is has to learn a 0. Sorry, not a 0. Yeah, 0. So go ahead and come out back out here. And then Satan herself can make a choice. We'll remember that she is poisoned. Somebody's got a creaky chair. Hear her. Feel like she's typing away. Do. It's the only thing about doing cards at night, or really doing anything at night in the app is, if they're not paying attention, then, Robert and Manny. Manny is red herring. Robert's good. Yeah, we'll give a yes. I think there's no reason not to. We'll jump into it. Good morning, town. Rise and shine. You all know the drill. Give you about 4 minutes. Good luck.
Jeremy. Oh yeah, you're probably the freaking demon. Fine.
Chef with a 0. That's all I'm gonna say.
Slayer.
All right.
If so, help me God, if you nominate me.
I wouldn't. Well, I mean, we'll see how the game goes, but not today, probably.
I want to. If please let me know if you heard of a saint, because I will shoot all saints. All
We'll
of them.
let you know.
All of them.
All of them.
Thank you.
Let me try this.
Yeah.
I have a whole thing I'm planning on doing. But
Okay.
if we're going to go back to the good and evil twin of it all,
I'm down.
Why don't we just steer into trusting each other this game? I'll tell you the truth and I'll tell you my info and we can go from there.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm washerwoman. I saw an investigator between 2 players.
Investigator. Coolio. Okay. I'm the fortune teller. I got a yes between 2 players.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to share our names just in case that's useful for the other person?
I don't know. I think maybe we should wait.
Roll.
You can. I can claim washerwoman that confirmed you.
Sure, if you want to.
Okay, I'll do that. See how that goes.
Well, are you an each night asterisk roll?
No, I'm the chef with a 0.
You're the chef. Gotcha. So you're
fucking games in a row. As chat comes in here as I drop the F-bomb. So yeah, cool. So, investigator, I saw either Jeremy or Steve as the Scarlet Woman.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I'll hard claim to you. I haven't.
Okay, thanks. You go, librarian. Okay, thanks, sir.
All right, I guess Brody's going librarian. We're trying to paint Nina as vest. Just miss it.
Yes, Manny claimed mayor to me. I may or may not believe that because Lynn also claimed mayor to me.
Mayor may not.
I didn't catch that. That's so fun. That's fun. I like that. Yeah, I may or may not be enjoying this. I'm loving this thing. This is great. Love this.
Great. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Hello, chat. Hope you're all doing well.
Yeah. All right.
Why not? We'll just keep it all classic like that. Although I think you got my role by mistake, because, you know, it's a Sam game. I'm supposed to be the mayor.
I mean, soldiers kind of like the mayor.
I kind of like the mayor. I mean, the pay's not as good, but, you know, the benefits.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think mayors get paid that much either.
I mean, I was working graft into the whole thing. I mean, I just assume I'm skimming. If I'm
Fair enough. What you're saying is you're a low tier soldier. You're not like a colonel or anything.
No, I'm not the general. I mean, there are.
I guess generals in the game. So we can use
I'm
that.
just a grunt. I'm gonna live, but you know, how well are we living? Anyway.
All right.
Glad y'all got that sorted out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Jeremy, go ahead.
I just had a question for Lewis. Lewis, did you lie to Matt R? I just need to know that.
No, I told him the truth. So I was actually just messaging you so I was like, yeah.
Jeremy will nominate Matt R.
All right. Jeremy nominates Matt R. Jeremy's executed and dies. Good night.
God damn it. Now we have to
Nice.
test Jeremy.
That's helpful, Jeremy. You have no idea how helpful
No,
that
that
is.
is
Can we talk tomorrow?
that is incredibly useful.
Yep.
Wow.
Well,
Jeremy,
that's
can
why
we
I
talk
did it,
tomorrow?
guys.
No.
Jeremy, we need to talk tomorrow.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, that
No,
just sounded
we
amazing.
have to talk to tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Nina?
Hey, Nina.
Yeah?
We also need to talk tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine, but I need to talk to Jeremy first.
I'm not talking to you if you talk to Robert.
No, Jeremy, we need to talk
All
tomorrow.
right. Brody's keeping the poison on
Robert,
Satan
I feel like
herself.
this is another area where we are very similar in, because I have no idea what's going on. Do you?
I have zero happen.
And
But I will after I talk to Nina.
And wait, remind me who you nominated, Jeremy?
Matt R.
Got it. Cool. Thank you. Oh, I
Everybody
thought-
else noted Matt
Jeremy,
R.
I didn't care. I just need to talk to Jeremy. Wow.
All right. Ned's protecting Aaron.
Yes, I'm being loud.
It's actually kind of
Nina,
unfortunate.
Talk to the spy. Huh?
Nina, that is extremely helpful.
I know. Tell me it's not.
Right?
Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about what you told me, Dana,
No.
about how helpful that is.
I'm afraid Nina's going to try to
No,
star
you're
pass
so selfish.
without knowing that
I
Robert's
couldn't
going to be confirming her.
That are, but no.
I did
Which, you know, if it
not
happens,
want
it
to
happens,
nominate,
but-
there were extenuating circumstances that forced my hand. Talk to Matt R about it.
Oh,
There's some stuff going on. Yeah, if you chat with either me or Matt.
I was. Well, if I knew it was
Anyway.
virgin, I would have nommed too.
Killing. Where is Matt?
I feel like I'm-
Oh yeah, killing Matt. That makes sense.
Well,
I have no idea what's happening.
All right.
You should probably talk to Nina tomorrow. Make
yeah,
sure you
yeah.
get to
No,
her
I
before
have
Jeremy.
no information between Jeremy and somebody else, and I kind of love this.
I feel bad for that somebody else.
I know.
I trusted
As
that
you
somebody
should.
else.
Do you even know who
So
it is?
Steve,
Brody's telling me stuff, so if Brody knows, I know.
Steve's learned
Well, then
Chef
I
was
don't
executed. Satan herself, who was poisoned, choosing Robert and Matt R.
Brody's
Nina,
giving
I
me all
still
sorts of
need
great
to talk
information, actually.
We're gonna say no because we want that. I mean, it's true information. I don't think it really helps evil at all to
I know.
show a yes there.
Oh. Lynn, you were going to nominate the Virgin, so you lied to me, Lynn.
I know. I'm sorry. No, I would have nommed. I would have straight up nommed. Damn it! Ugh.
Good morning, town.
Uh,
Matt R. died in the night. There are 11 players alive. Give about 3 minutes.
Wow.
I need to talk to Jeremy. Robert, can
How
Jeremy
would
come
Matt
in here
R
with us?
possibly die?
Yeah, sure.
I star passed to Robert just in case.
you can bring.
Robert's in a chat on his own.
I told Robert to come in here, but he's not
you
there.
have to invite him.
I
Yeah, you
did,
can bring him
and
in.
he didn't come.
He ended up in a room by himself. You got to invite him again. There you go.
Hello.
I am the investigator. I got a
That's what I
freaking
was gonna
Scarlet
say.
Woman ping on
I
Jeremy
know.
and Neutral Steve.
Here's the other issue. Brody's claiming librarian with no outsiders, and Lewis claimed empath 1 to Matt R, which is why Matt R then came to me and I said, well, I'm the chef. Matt R said, you have to nominate me.
I
So
think
Lewis
this
is either
That's
poisoned or
funny.
lying.
I think this
Or
is
Brody's lying.
the smallest piece of info here, but I'm the washerwoman who saw an investigator between Nina and Matthew. Which is why I wanted to talk to you before like any of that. And I told that info to Satan. Well, I didn't tell who the ping was.
So I told Lynn the truth. Lynn lied to me. I then went to
Well,
Robert, told Robert
go
the
figure.
truth. Robert lied to me.
I did, but
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I figured that one out because I was like, "Ooh, that's not worth taking." Yeah, I was just laughing because I knew the whole thing too about what Nina was talking about.
So what is going on? What is happening?
She's the investigator who saw 2 players as the minion, and one of those players was Jeremy. So it's obvious not Jeremy.
Oh,
Going to get any more information, but who knows?
All right. Well, good luck.
If you want to give me anything, I'll take it in a 2. I'll take it in a 3. I don't care.
I'll tell you I'm the mayor. That's fine.
You're the mayor? All right, sounds good to me.
All right.
Heard a claim of investigator in town. Then I checked you against Robert last night. I got a no. So either Manny's the red herring or just the demon.
So Manny did hard claim to me.
Or I'm poisoned at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, he hard claimed mayor to me, so that could be a red herring.
Yeah, could be.
Or it
Totally.
could also just be a demon bluff, but
I believe that.
All right, and Lewis could be lying, or he is poisoned because Jeremy was in a Scarlet Woman ping. And
Yeah,
Lewis
but
is-
Jeremy's not the Scarlet Woman, clearly.
he can't be. But Lewis was claiming an empath 1.
Lewis is evil then, probably, or poisoned.
Yeah, it's pretty
Not the
binary.
drunk.
Yeah,
Unless
Lewis
you're-
would have to be poisoned or lying. Unless I'm drunk, but I haven't heard of any outsider claims.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be the drunk if he were drunk. So.
On you and Brody, but I don't know if that's
right,
good
drunk
info.
or not. I haven't heard of another outsider, so there's that.
Except I'm like twice over confirmed.
Except for the fact that I already knew what was some of the joke going on, so.
All right, welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
I'm going
Steve.
to go ahead and give this information so that way you can either execute me or the demon can kill me. Either one. I am the Undertaker. I confirm Jeremy is the chef. Nina is probably going to claim that she has information pointing to me. I bet you that's poisoned.
So my info investigator, Jeremy, Steve, as the Scarlet Woman. So, and I also am Washerwoman confirmed as the investigator. So cool.
Steve will nominate Steve.
All right, Steve nominates himself. State your case.
I do believe I messaged Nina. I am annoyed. I hate this. I never get anything out of this role. And here's why. Yay! Because I am who I am. I'm not annoyed. I'm just joking around, obviously. But yes, I am your Undertaker. Come get me, demon.
All right, majority is 6.
I think Steve is Scarlet Woman.
You did confirm me, Steve, which is potentially the most important part of this game.
But notice, you haven't given out your number in public, so.
8's enough. Steve's about to die.
Brady will nominate Lewis.
Sorry, it seems I don't find you on my list. There you go. Brody nominates Lewis. State your case.
So, based on Jeremy's explosion in the town, Lewis's info could only be poisoned or a lie.
Or drunk.
And Steve seems very willing to die right now, so I think Lewis was just full of shit.
All right, Lewis.
I mean, I have a 0 on you, but I haven't heard of another outsider claim. So, unless there's someone like hiding, being, I don't know, the butler or something, then it's probable that I'll just poison snipe them the first night. But yeah, it's really hard to tell. But yeah.
So you were an empath then?
Yeah, empath 1, then 0.
All right, 8 to tie, 9 to execute.
We haven't heard of any other outsiders, correct? I've heard
that
that
I
there
have
is none in the game.
That's correct.
And for what it's worth, I'm the librarian. There aren't any outsiders.
Jeremy,
so poison just hit
One's
you.
not enough.
Matt R, anybody? Nina, do you have any?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about everything I knew.
Yeah.
When?
Okay. Lynn claims Slayer and shoots Matthew.
Lynn claims Slayer and chooses Matthew. There is no effect.
Okay.
Any more nominations?
So Jeremy as the spy,
Count from
registered as
10.
the chef.
Possible.
It's possible.
That would
Five.
explain Lewis's 1 and Nina's seeing me as the Scarlet Woman.
1. Steve has been executed and dies. Game continues. Good
I
night.
say the odds are high that I was, because I mean, there's odds.
Right.
The odds are high that there is a poisoner in the game,
Yes,
but I know
you're
I'm
my
not
hero.
drunk based
Right.
on washerwoman confirmation.
Well, if we haven't heard of an outsider, then we definitely have a poison,
All right.
right? Still 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Poisoner, monk.
I also hope that if I was the spy, I wouldn't register.
Yeah, you know,
the
if you have,
Scarlet
you know,
Woman
if a
and
player's having some
as a link
issues,
to the
or not issues, but you know, just kind of rough time. You know, I don't mind trying to kind of make things a little easier for him. Matthew said he's bluffing soldier. I'll go ahead and mark that down.
It's an interesting selection of night 1 decisions.
Poisoning Manny.
Like I said,
Monk's protecting
either
Nina.
Nina's poisoned or I'm poisoned. One of the two.
Love that.
Actually, probably could have been both.
By
By the time I got my information, I could have been poisoned.
You never claimed what you were.
See what they need to see.
Me.
Correct. I didn't claim what I was to you.
The
The
poisoner?
only person I told Undertaker to
Oh.
is Jeremy.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Yep, that is true.
All right.
He did claim Undertaker, which does seem like a
See if they planned on. They probably plan on killing Manny.
odd thing.
Oh
to
no,
claim
that makes
for
sense.
Scarlet
Killing
Woman,
Ned.
but,
And then seeing as Scarlet Woman, I would have completely believed that if you had seen me as spy, perfectly fine.
Nope, I saw
What-
Scarlet.
It would be nice to keep Ned alive a little
It's
bit and
funny
then kind of like
because I told
fake
Manny, I said,
trying
Nina's,
to
after we get out of this conversation, we're gonna come back to town. Nina's gonna claim that she saw
like
me
sink a
as-
kill and
and then go ahead and
make it seem like she was so confirmed that somebody tried to kill her at night. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, no Reaping Keeper. All right, leaves Fortune Teller. That'll be it. She is not poisoned now, so we do have to give true information. She might hit the red herring again, but yeah, we'll see. Be funny too if she tries to use Nina as like a control.
I had you down as either the investigator that saw Jeremy or the librarian that saw the drunken Lewis.
I think.
And
yeah,
yeah, there's a world where
maybe
they figure this out too. It's possible.
Spy pig, maybe.
Lewis and Matt R.
I'd like to take a moment to defend the fortune teller for Manny. It's a great role.
That's a no.
You know, Manny's hatred for the fortune teller is unfounded.
I would know. I've been it enough times. Hold
I
on.
stated my case, and I said,
Exactly.
tell you what, at the end of this game, when the fortune teller comes out with yeses on 3 different people, then we can talk, Jeremy.
I kind of wish I'd put the red herring on the virgin now. That's fine though.
The problem.
I agree with you.
It's a better snake. It's just a
completely
better
agree with
snake charmer.
Good morning, town. Ned died in the night. 9 players alive. Give you about 3 minutes.
Damn it. Damn it.
For what it's worth, Nina, I do believe you have a blue token.
Well, Nina's reading good.
Mayor. Okay. Mayor, maybe. We'll see. Why didn't Lynn shoot you? Dang. All right.
I don't think Lynn knew, but yeah, I mean, I would have advocated for that.
All right. That's fair. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You and I did not tell anybody else. So there you go.
Well, hopefully you're not just being poison sniper. It could also be a spy too, right? So we could be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know for sure, but it's still good data. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Switch to soldier because Lewis took empath. Lewis took empath. Lewis took empath. I have to take soldier here. I have it's the only one that's left for me to do. Yeah, because Nina took investigator. The thing was, in Robert's pings, it was me and Nina that was seen. So either of us could take it.
Yeah, that seems to make most sense.
Yeah, so I think I'll just let Nina ride with that, and I'll take soldier. Lewis has empath.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. Ooh, it's hard being a Raven Keeper in a spy world, you know.
Seems a little awkward. With a 1, the only way that's a 1 between a townsfolk who got killed to the Virgin is if Jeremy was a spy and done that way. So Lewis is either lying or was poisoned.
You, to be honest, I think that's probably where I'm at, just because of, like, you couldn't have both been poisoned, right? So
exactly.
And there's no outsider.
I reckon, yeah, like when Lynn was claiming Slayer, like I was fully expecting to be the one that was shot there. Either that or
Yes, I just wanted to know what was up because you died the night.
Yeah, I was a monk.
Unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
I picked Nina last night because I was like, well, if they picked Matt R the very first moment that
Right.
he's confirmed.
Yeah,
good.
confirmed good. Yeah, exactly. You may as well try to protect the confirmation chains. That makes
She even
sense.
came to me and she was like, it's just like, I was going to tell you yesterday, I didn't have time to tell you to protect me.
How are you?
What would you like to claim this fine day?
Raven Keeper, you?
Soldier.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay. So who you think? I've heard a chef number. I think we have to.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey Sam, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If I die, like I really, really, really know you don't have a choice. Like you make the choice, but I would love it if you would pass me to math. If Lewis is dead.
I mean, I would have a choice if Lewis was poisoned.
Yep. Or Lewis is dead, right? If we
Yeah,
kill Lewis,
either one.
then you
Yeah.
can pass me to Matthew or Brody. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye.
Yep. All right. Welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
I nominate Lewis.
Aaron nominates Lewis. State your case.
Filling out the Grim and just cross-referencing a lot of things, I feel like Lewis is a top demon candidate, and yeah, I just would like to see what Lewis would have to say.
Lewis, what do you have to say?
I got another 0 last night. My neighbors haven't changed. Yeah, look, I can be ruled out. That's fine. I'm believing that my zeros are at least true, so I'd probably be looking for across the grim from myself. If I was going to be nominating, which maybe I should after this, but I don't like being a demon candidate when I'm good, so probably good to get rid of me before Final 3 if this is going to be a lingering thing.
All right. Majority is
I've
5.
heard info that suggests that Lewis is not the demon candidate.
I would go with me.
Yeah, I think he would have start passed if he was the demon.
Yeah, no, I would not vote on this. Please.
Lewis is reading good to me here. I don't understand. I think he was just poisoned on the first night. Like, why would Lewis?
Well, then Steve has to be the
Jeremy
Scarlet
killing
Woman. Then.
Matt
5.
Jeremy's the spy or
That's
something
enough.
strange.
I'll nominate Aaron.
Lewis nominates Aaron. State your case.
Basically what I said in my defense, like if we need to get rid of me, like I'm not sure what's making me not look like a demon candidate. That'd be great to if that's info out there, that'd be cool. But yeah, look, I would place the demon or evil like on the other side of the grim for myself. Aaron could be one of them. So could I haven't spoken to Satan yet this game. Robert could be, but like he read good in our chat. I haven't spoken to Lynn. Maybe Nina, but yeah. This is the direction I would go in anyway.
Me?
All right, Aaron, your defense.
Yeah, I'm the Raven Keeper. I pretty much said that to people I put in my twos. Pretty much was straightforward with that from the jump, because I figured I'm probably not getting killed. So if we want to eliminate this world, we can. But yeah, I'm just kind of. Lewis was one of the few people I hadn't talked to yet. So yeah.
We have spoke. I got claims from you.
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll break a tie, but otherwise I'm gonna.
All right.
Be more memorable.
It's a better kill.
5 to tie.
Yeah.
6
I don't
execute.
think it's a better kill.
I don't either.
That's a lot.
I don't think Lewis is.
To be fair, I don't think it's a bad idea to necessarily rule out the Lewis one. But I do think the information is.
I don't know if I entirely trust the information that's clearing.
6 is enough. Aaron is about to die. Lewis is safer today.
For what it's worth, I haven't heard the
Nominate
information that's
Manny.
clearing me. But
Lynn nominates Manny. State your case.
I don't trust his mayor claim. It's like, I don't think we're gonna get the votes on it, but I don't think he's the mayor.
All right, Manny.
I'm the mayor. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say.
All right, 6 to tie. 7 to execute.
Manny can't be the demon if Steve is the Scarlet Woman with my Chef Zero either.
Okay.
That's true. If all that's true.
I mean, I just stand by, like, I don't know why Lewis
Two's
orchestrates
not enough.
Jeremy to hit Adar with the investigator ping and everything if Lewis is.
Well, I don't think Lewis knew that Madar was the Virgin and I was the top 4 when he
There's
came
the
out
spy
with the
play.
impact.
Like,
Any more nominations?
But
Count from 10.
I mean, I know you're defending me, Manny, but I can't.
5. Aaron has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
I think it was too easy to get like 6 votes on Aaron.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
true.
I'd
I
say it
agree.
was too easy to get 5 votes on Lewis too.
Agreed. I think both.
Yeah, but Lou.
5's the minimum number of votes that we needed.
Get our poison.
But the thing is,
I
I
was-
don't know if we killed an evil player, and there's 4 evils in this game, and I know I'm good. I'm pretty sure Nina's good. Like, it's,
Then we
That's
have
the
one
fortune
evil
teller.
demon,
Makes
for
sense.
who's that?
Spy and
Between
Steve
Jeremy
Graham.
and Steve. Yeah. Which
Steve's evil?
Jeremy could only ever be the spy, and I don't see him registering as a
Specifically, yep.
Scarlet Woman.
I think Steve's evil.
Yeah, I would have had to register as the Scarlet Woman in an investigator ping and as evil in an empath. That didn't happen.
Is killing Satan herself. Fair enough.
Yes,
Lynn,
Lewis
did you
could.
say,
Yes,
Lynn,
Lewis
did
could
you
have
say
been
you think
poisoned
I'm
tonight.
evil?
It's probably a pretty good time to do that because, I mean, yes, fortune teller's poison, but she has enough yeses and nos. It makes it look Manny look suspicious. Nobody's really looking at Nina. There's kind of some nos. It gives them some other places to potentially be looking at. Well, that means that's all of our waking rolls.
There's no outsiders.
Well,
Unless
and-
the washerwoman is the spy.
But if we had a Baron, we'd have another outsider besides the drunk.
Yes.
So we don't have a Baron. So we don't have a drunk.
Yep, that's correct.
We have a spy, so some claims are, what are they still doing alive?
I mean, I don't know. The kill death has been pretty consistent based on what I have on my ground.
Good morning, town. Satan herself died in the night. There's
That's
7
right.
players alive. Give me about 2 or 3 minutes.
I
all right,
retract
I was
my
the-
last statement.
Me too.
Yep, I was the fortune teller. Good retraction. Good retraction.
Did you
I have
get?
told all of my information to Matt R. Very faithfully, I would say. I got a no on Lewis, which is why I was going to bat for him yesterday. Against Matt R. specifically. So
I appreciate it. Yeah.
And your yeses are what?
I do have a yes. It is on you and Manny, Robert, actually, which is why that first conversation day 1 was so funny.
Robert, we're twinsies.
I then checked you against Matt R, Robert, and got a no. It's
Awesome.
possible I've been poisoned at some point.
I will say that kind of clears my possibility of being. Wait.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, you could only be spy. Nina.
I think Manny's the red herring.
I'm totally fine with Manny being the red herring. Like I don't
Me too.
think he's necessarily.
Does anyone think Ned
just
Star
is a
Pass?
thing.
I do think we have a star pass.
Well, no. I was the monk. I protected Nina, then I died. So that is great.
And he
just died though. Yeah, I agree. But like Lynn, Matthew, Steve,
Could be Lynn. So if we think Nina's telling the truth, then
she's either telling the truth or was poisoned or is spy. I think there a spy's possibility because I saw her in my washerwoman info.
okay. So that's so it's possible Nina's just a spy. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yeah. I'm ballsy, but I'm not ballsy enough to claim librarian in a base 0 game as the demon.
I think you are.
I mean,
Don't
not
say
in
credit. I think you are.
not in base 0.
But no, it's like you're not my like Manny. I don't know, Lewis. Like
I'm okay with that. I'm like trying to figure out. So if I was trying to figure out a world where I might have been poisoned night one, but I don't think that's the case because I think Lewis has to be the one that was poisoned night one if Satan's clearing Lewis.
Yeah. So what if you weren't poisoned? Then Steve's the Scarlet Woman.
Yep.
And then that means that Lynn or Robert are potentially evil based on the Chef Zero.
Robert's clearing me, so I feel like I have to. Like Robert came to me and said that I saw an investigator between you and somebody else. So
Yeah, I mean Robert could be a spy.
World. Yeah.
So we should probably ignore Robert and look at Brody and Matthew, I guess.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Those are just my guesses. Yeah.
Evil player to get the Chef Zero too.
That's true. Yeah.
We got two more.
Yeah, I'm the soldier. If there's a spy, I can't die. That's why I'm getting in.
That's a
Well, welcome back. Nominations are open.
Like, if we
have to
think
clear
that
the
Lewis
Manny
was
world.
poisoned night one, then I'm not poisoned. So, I mean, it has to be Steve that is the Scarlet Woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, there's a world where you could be the spy, Nina. I think
Sure, that too.
there's a world where that's true.
Who's the washerwoman? I can confirm you, Nina?
The person who I was just talking to.
That'd be me.
God damn it, Robert. We had this.
Robert.
Okay. And you.
All right.
What are you, Robert?
To be fair, I was.
I'm the washerwoman, confirming Nina.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're good.
I know is to be true.
The only person I told the truth to was Satan herself on day one.
Jeremy.
We decided to mostly trust each other early.
If Nina is the spy, which I think is possible, I'm starting to lean more towards that world. Sorry, Nina. You could have an evil team of Lewis, Nina, Lynn, and Matthew.
No.
It can't be Manny as the demon if we think Steve was the Scarlet Woman.
Steve is the Scarlet Woman in your world,
Then
not in my
Manny-
world. So, if Robert is clearing me, Robert might be the spy, but I am not the spy. I am the investigator. I told you my information. I have been saying it since day one. I was thrilled when you died for the whole virgin crap, and I
A little
just
too
yeah.
thrilled.
Nina's
But, all
reading.
right, so
Nina's
right.
reading like a person who hasn't been good in 10 million
Yes,
years.
exactly.
Is so
That's
excited to
fair.
be good and has good information, and
And
is
she's so
just
excited.
trying to be believed to me. Like that is what I'm reading to Nina. Complete and total good desperation.
All right, everybody. Brody's had his hand up for a little bit. Brody, go ahead.
Brody will nominate Manny.
All right, Brody nominates Manny. State your case.
Oh, this
Primarily, primarily based on Satan's information. I think Lewis is evil, but I think he's just a minion with the fortune teller. No, I think we need to clear the Manny demon world now.
All right, Manny.
I don't think Lewis is evil, but fine.
I think Brody might be evil.
That's possible.
Yeah, I
That's-
would
that's
rather
also
kill Brody.
possible.
Every world I've talked to almost anybody.
All right. Majority is 4.
didn't even hear Manny's.
I would rather have Brody.
I think
or
if
Lynn
Brody's
today.
evil, he's a
Sorry, Lynn.
spy.
Yeah,
Unless
I agree.
No, it could be the poisoner poisoning you too, Lewis.
I mean, just saying Outsider Zero is.
I could be poison
not
locked. I could be
big-
poison locked.
One's not enough.
To be true of his information.
Steve?
Really fast, just whether you believe I'm evil or not, the world that I'm looking at right now is probably Manny, Brody, Aaron, and flip a coin between Robert and Lynn. I'm more inclined to believe Lynn at this point in time, but that's just the world I have right now. I don't believe Nina is evil. I do believe she got bad information.
Who? If you would nominate someone, who would you nominate, Steve? Because I can do that for you.
It would have been Manny.
Would have been, well, after Manny.
In this case right now, the next one I'd nominate is Brody.
All right, I'll nominate Brody.
All right, Lewis nominates Brody. State your case.
What Steve said. My information seems to be clearing him, but it has been brought up that I could be poison locked. So, yeah, it could be a reasonable shout.
All right, Brody.
Yeah, I think Lewis was caught in a bold-faced lie when Jeremy nominated the Virgin, and his empath one was immediately bullshit. I think Lewis is a very strong minion candidate. I think he is Manny's minion specifically based on Satan's info. I'm the librarian. There are no outsiders. There's all my information. If you need a clear world, go for it, but we really need to clear demon candidates at this point.
Lewis would have to be poisoned for him to be good, like with Brody getting a 0 on Brody, right?
All right, majority
Brody
is
can be a spy as
4.
Brody, if Brody is a minion, it's more likely that he's the spy.
I'm open to killing Manny
Well, for
tomorrow.
what it's worth,
personally.
You just call him.
I
evil's
think
got to be
Brody's a good
somewhere.
world to clear today.
4 is enough. Brody's about to die. It's no longer your birthday, so now you can die.
Yep, that's right.
Nobody's saying happy birthday. The gin is still in effect.
No,
that
no, it's the
means-
next day.
We're
No.
ready to kill you.
Oh.
That means for me, it hasn't been your birthday at all during these games.
I also think killing Brody means the night death is going to be incredibly interesting.
Going to
Agreed.
count from 10. 5. Brody has been executed and dies. The game continues. Good night.
We might not have any evil players dead.
I think
That would be unfortunate.
You might. I don't know.
I think we definitely have one, Jeremy. I don't see.
Which one?
Like, even in the world where Nina's poisoned, I think there has to be a dead player between, like, Aaron, Ned, and Brody. Just to make all the info work.
Well, Aaron died at night.
No, we killed Aaron.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
We
did
executed
kill
Aaron.
Not much left going on.
I think in the world where
Spy sees a grim over and over.
Slayer shot was not
Nina gets to
actually
kill
Slayer
somebody.
shot.
Excuse me?
Killing herself.
It is a world.
Oh, you're evil, sir.
That actually surprised me. I think.
When
No,
did
I feel like they
when
should have
did
gone
you
for the
last
final
play?
3.
When-
But yeah,
Was that after Ned died?
I'm gonna mute that real quick. But you know, that's her choice. It's all good. Well, that makes by default Lewis the imp. Let's let him know. You are imp. I'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I did. I totally did. Didn't you hear?
No, I did. I didn't. Sorry.
Ned protected me.
I did the night I died.
Okay.
Because I knew since they hit Matt R the very first moment that he's confirmed good, I figured, well, she's the next one that's been confirmed good immediately. Maybe I'll go for her next. So
Good morning, town. Nina died in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected that.
There are 5 players alive. Give you about 2 minutes.
My read was on. Good stuff.
So I got a 1.
What? Oh, I'm Matthew.
Yeah, on Matthew and Manny now.
While you're
There's a
clearing that.
world.
why is there an empath?
Steve, I haven't talked to Satan at all.
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, that would. Nina wants to join. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
And
talk
he was
to you
just
guys.
asking me what the things were. Yep.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
are
I
public
mean,
info, so I can go over them again if you want. Also.
I wasn't going to tell anybody, but I told Satan herself because of the whole twin thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think Lewis has to be evil here. Just has to, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think Manny is probably could be the demon, but Lynn could be evil with Matthew. What do you got?
I think we kill Lewis today, and then it comes down to Manny and one of. They'll probably kill you or Lynn, and then it comes down to Manny, Matthew, and one of you two. If we're wrong about
You
Lewis.
think Lewis today?
Well, I mean, I feel like we have to kill Lewis at some point.
Yeah.
Because like they're not going to kill him at night because there's too much suspicion, right?
Has to know that he is the mayor.
Yeah.
That he must believe. She must believe that.
Right.
Yeah, we have to.
This is-
I don't think they'll go believe him though, because they're so suspicious.
Yeah,
I think the next night death. I think they're going to execute Manny at some point. It's just today or tomorrow.
Well, for our sake, we need to execute Manny fucking now.
Either I'd probably have to die today, and then Lynn probably has to die tonight.
Yeah, they're worth looking up probably.
Are my zeros on Manny trustworthy? That's my question.
Apparently, I can't leave a room.
All right, well, welcome back town. Nominations are open. Matt R, go ahead.
Robert wanted me to say what I'm thinking. I think we kind of have to kill Lewis today. Not that I necessarily think Lewis is evil, but because Lewis is a potential frame. Because I see 3 potential demon candidates, and I think we need to kill one of the 3 today and hope the demon kills the other one.
I think that Lewis has kind of been proven to be probably the one that was poisoned night 1. I actually think the demon is probably likely between Matthew, maybe Manny.
Yeah, I'd rather keep Manny alive as a backup.
No, I
mirror
agree.
thing.
I think it's
so then we
probably
could do Matthew too if you want. I'm fine with
Yeah, I
Matthew.
think Matthew's the better shout today, personally.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Agreed.
Yeah, fine with that.
Manny nominates Matthew.
All right, Manny nominates Matthew. Anything else to add?
No.
Manny, or sorry, not Manny. Matthew, your defense.
Yeah, I'm the soldier. I'm an easy frame in Final 3. I'd rather not be around.
All right, majority is 3.
We have one more after this.
Yeah.
What?
Fourth on the.
I didn't hear what you said. Then.
How
I
many?
thought you
We
said
have one more
Manny.
after this.
Right there.
There's so many votes on this.
That's a weird fourth.
Yeah, you should drop Matthew.
Like that.
4 is
I don't
enough.
like that very much. I don't like that very much.
Does
Matthew's
anyone
about to
want me
die.
to nominate Manny?
I'll
or...
nominate Lewis.
Okay.
Robert nominates Lewis. State your case.
This is the direction Matt wanted to initially go, and like I mean, there were 4 living votes on that, and I don't necessarily trust anyone, including Matthew voting on himself. So maybe this, but I mean, we would need dead votes, which isn't great if they're all evil. So.
I'll use one.
All right, Lewis.
I'm going to do whatever Jeremy does.
I just was laughing at Jeremy saying he's going to use one when he's first on, and he could just waste it. I've said this earlier in the game. I don't like being the frame in Final 3 if I'm good. Like I don't, I'd rather be dealt with beforehand, and that stands up here as well. But based on like what Manny was saying, and this just vibes from town, like it feels like a lot of people believe that I'm being set up as the frame, in which case a lot of people believe that I'm good is what I'm reading from that. So if you believe that I'm good, why would you want to execute me here if you think that evil's just trying to set me up?
All right, 4 to tie, 5 to execute.
Take Robert.
Not disagree with that.
I mean, I don't think Lewis is good, but
your information's hard to
We
explain.
can also just get rid of the Manny world today.
We're gonna go into a final 3 with a fortune teller yes ping and an empath 1 that was clearly wrong on the first
One's not enough.
Which might have been
I
poison.
will nominate Manny.
Lynn nominates Manny. State your case.
Demon yes ping. I don't believe the mayor claim.
Manny?
Fortune teller is the weakest townsfolk in trouble brewing.
Hey!
He's not wrong.
No, he's not.
I agree with him.
There's a reason I
We
haven't been
definitely
hunting
should have
on it.
full send this. We need votes for tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah.
4 to tie, 5 to execute.
I think we have a lot of evils dead. I think we give them a chance to overturn it.
I think that between
Don't tie this. We
Brody
should
and Steve, we have an evil
Okay,
dead.
I'm keeping
and
it up.
then we just need to figure out whether it's Matthew or Manny.
5 is enough. Matthew is safe for today, and Manny is about to die.
What a confusing game.
Welcome to Hard Claim.
TV, baby.
All right.
I appreciate the world
Any
you're
more
building, but I believe your information
nominations?
is poisoned or somehow affected by evil. I think it feels like it's just Lewis.
I think we just lifted it off the demon.
Count from 10.
It's very possible. It is. I don't know.
I'm down with
5,
either of them.
2. Manny has been executed and dies. The game continues.
In my opinion,
Good
the
night.
only world where Robert is a minion is he's the spy, right? Like, because he cold called.
Yeah.
Rebel
Oh, sorry, I never
before
put their
we ever had
token
a
down, but
conversation.
He could be something else and just talk.
yeah,
about
they use it like
I am
day
gonna
2.
promise to you on day 1,
If-
right, Nina?
Robert
Yeah,
and I
day
talked.
2.
Robert, was Nina your second conversation on day 1?
Day
I
2.
did not talk to Nina until
Okay.
the
It was day
big
2.
excitement of day 2. You were the only person I told the truth to. I was.
Yeah, so it sounds like they might kill Matthew tomorrow, in which case Evil's doing pretty good.
If Lewis is good, how do we explain?
All right.
And I'm going to
Kill
say
Robert.
the misinformation on me and Jeremy.
It's
Makes
not
sense.
misinformation. I think
It,
you are
it actually is
starting
misinformation, you know.
on it. Okay.
This is hard.
I just
Oh, wait a
See the
moment,
night
because Lewis would wake up to get impasse info.
Then say something.
I'm a little bit worried that there's like 3 evils alive and I'm the only good left.
I don't think it's 3 evils alive.
I think
There
it's
could be
two.
2.
Good morning, town. Robert died in the night.
Not surprised.
There are 3 players alive. Nominations
I am
open
relieved.
I did not
in
see
about
that
1
coming.
minute.
I was literally
Robert
sending Lynn
was-
a message.
Robert was who I thought was the most good out of the other living players. So
Yep.
Yep.
So,
No, for sure.
Can I have Matt R and like Nina in a conversation in a room? People that I trust.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can we just do it here? It's the final day.
Well, I guess. Okay. Matt R, I trust
we'll
you.
just stay silent.
You have pretty good reason.
I think it's Matthew. I think we lifted off of Matthew yesterday.
The thing is,
No.
Matthew put himself on the block, and
Yep.
we had to get 2 dead votes to put Manny on. So
I
that makes me
agree.
think Matthew was willing to sacrifice himself
Correct.
for whoever the demon is. Which
Yep.
in that world it has to be Lewis.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
voting for Matthew today. I don't.
I mean, it could be Lynn.
Okay,
It
so
could
wait.
be Lynn.
Can we run
Lynn's
Robin?
Mayor shot Matthew. I don't know.
Because I think we probably have at least partial game solve if we get
I
everything.
don't know if
in.
Was
Matthew
there a
was
call
doing
for-
it as a ploy to be like, hey, just put myself on.
Nominations.
But if we think it's Lewis, then we have to explain my fortune teller. No, we have to.
Nominations. So real quick, everybody. Real quic. Nominations are open. You all can do a round robin if you'd like. I don't facilitate them. Just know that does cut into your time. In theory,
Gotcha.
my opinion, everybody should know who each other is by now. If you're not, then you haven't talked enough. But that's up to you all. Nina, go ahead.
I am curious who voted specifically on Lewis versus Manny.
So
I voted for both. Or
it
no,
was-
I only voted for Manny because I was dead.
Yeah.
Robert was the only living player that did not vote for me.
All right, Jeremy.
I'm not. If it was, I think we got Matthew on the block too easily. I think we were so worried about Lewis early on in the game that if Lewis was the demon, Lewis would have star passed. Maybe it's been star passed to
I
Lewis.
agree.
But so is Lynn just been evil the whole time and is now the demon?
Oh.
I don't read her evil, but it's not impossible. She is between two players who I trust pretty well. If Jeremy is good, then that
In the world where Lynn is evil, I think there's 3 evils we've already lost. So.
Oh, you mean Nina and Robert? Okay.
I think everybody that's alive, my guess is Matthew. I know that there was a lift off of Matthew yesterday. I get that. I think that there might have been a lift off of Matthew off of a dead player, maybe, but I don't know.
I'm just gonna trust Madar's judgment, just because I know for sure he's good, but and no one's eager to.
No pressure.
For what it's worth, I believe my information is most likely it's probably been messed with throughout the game, but I don't think there's a living poisoner anymore, and I did get a 1, so I don't think I'm the only living good.
How much time's left?
I'm leaning towards Matthew as the demon.
Second call for nominations.
I also haven't spoken to Lynn at all in a private chat this game, and that's happened in the past where the demon happens to be just the one person I didn't speak to, so I didn't get any social reads off of them. But
I mean, you could get a social read off me the last few days I've been out in public.
Publicly, you've seemed good, for what it's worth. But sometimes in a private chat, you sort of pick up something. But
Who do you think it is, Matthew?
Yeah, they're both evils. They're not. See, they're not nomming.
I mean, it's not Matthew based on yesterday. That's my guess.
Agreed.
Okay.
I agree.
I think it is Matthew based on yesterday.
Oh my god.
This is a hard read. It genuinely is.
I think they're both.
I think I'll nominate Matthew.
Lewis nominates Matthew. State your case.
Look, there was a little bit of doubt about Lynn, but as I said, she does read socially good, publicly. Matthew's the most likely to be the demon here. I know I'm not, and maybe you should have just killed me yesterday because it looks like I have been set up to be the frame here. But yeah, let's just run it. Oh, after Matthew's defense.
All right, Matthew.
Yeah, beings nobody thinks it's Lynn. I'll probably not nominate Lewis after this, or Lynn can do it if she wants. It's fine.
We could
All right.
triangle.
That's interesting.
Majority is 2.
Interesting. We need at least 3, maybe 4 on this.
I think the fact that we're not getting almost anybody, everybody's dead.
I don't have my vote.
No,
I would maybe vote on this. I don't have
either.
This is not who I think it is.
4 is enough. Matthew's about to die.
Yeah, it's Lewis.
I think
I'm gonna nominate Lewis.
All right, Lynn nominates Lewis. State your case.
We have to get at least 5 votes on this. I think Lewis is most likely the demon here.
All right, Lewis.
We might need you here.
Look, I think we've got the demon on the block, unless Lynn's playing a really good social game, but she could probably just not nominate here. Yeah.
No.
All right. This is 4 to tie, 5 to execute. Here we go.
Matthew's just not saying anything.
I
know.
I think Nina's evil.
I always do that.
Matthew does do that as a demon.
Steve, we need you to vote. Steve.
Tie-in.
Oh, of course he's not going to do that.
What? What just fucking happened?
Oh my god.
Four is a tie. Both Lewis and
Steve is evil.
Matthew
Why are we counting on his vote?
are.
This is why we don't kill the mayor.
I'm the only one.
Yeah, Matthew, would you like to nominate?
No, and I was just. Can I say this is?
It double clicked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I was voting on Lewis and it double clicked. Oh well. Sorry.
The game is over.
Yeah. Damn it! God, game 1-1.
And congratulations goes to the evil team.
Damn.
Yeah.
Again.
Where to start with this one? Let's just start here. Lewis was your imp. He was not originally your imp. He was your Scarlet Woman. He was started past 2 by your original demon, Nina.
Yeah, I knew it. You were pushing too hard on Matthew.
I know, I had to.
Robert saw her when he was a watchwoman. On the opposite side of Nina was Matthew the spy, registering as investigator. I did try to help Nina out this game. I specifically went to her and asked her on night 1, what do you think you're going to bluff? And she said investigator. So we tried to help her out the best she can. She's had a rough night. Len was your slayer. Steve was your undertaker who saw Jeremy as a chef. Manny was your mayor. Madar, of course, your virgin. Brody, your poisoner, poisoned Satan herself several nights. Although she would have got all the same information because Manny was the red herring, demonstrating once again why his favorite role in the entire game is the fortune teller. And then gave you some no's, which one was poison no, but it was true still, especially with Madar and I forget who was on the other side. It just made sense to give that information. Ned was your monk. Aaron was your Raven Keeper. Your bluffs were Librarian, Investigator, and Empath. And that was your game of Trouble Brewing. Ending right on time.
I spent the entire of the last 2 days after Nina's car pass fucking I'm losing my mind.
I had to. If I was going to be alive in the end, they were going to not believe me.
Somebody, my guess, and you never know if this actually played out. My guess is y'all had maybe a decent shot of having 3 evils alive at the end. It's hard to say for sure, but
Like I said,
my gut was, Nina, you were completely trusted, so I completely left that. When I saw you star past, it was like
No, I had to because of how trusted I was. If I had stayed alive, they were killing me on the end of it. Like they knew how trusted I was. Like
there was a world where you was a spy, and of course in that world there's a world where you could have been star passed too. So
I think star passing was the best shot I had. I almost think that Lewis should have star passed in the end.
It paid off. So
Matthew.
Yeah, I knew both.
I thought about doing
It
that.
shouldn't have, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
We should have just done that.
Hold on, everybody. Ned, go ahead. Yeah, Darren, no.
So you mean to tell me that if I hadn't gotten picked by Nina to die, how did I die? Because I picked her that night that I got killed.
I picked you.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
couldn't
knew
kill.
you were the monk. I was like, he's probably protecting me, so I'm gonna pick
I
him.
was, yeah.
Matthew, go ahead.
Yeah, I basically had to shift 3 bluffs that game because I realized when Nina came out as investigator, I realized, that's because you've taken it was because the pings were both on me and Nina, which meant that Nina could take it or not. So I had to basically. Then I found out Lewis had taken Empath, Brody had taken Librarian, so all bluffs had been taken. So I basically had to shift the only thing that was left, which is Soldier.
Somebody in chat said Nina turned it up this game. She played hard.
I did. I fought for it.
I'm
I
actually
drew that
surprised.
freaking 4th evil game.
I'm surprised one
like,
of the evil
screw
team
that.
didn't back into like an outsider to help Lewis.
It was like I did think of it, but there was never an opportunity in time, like in a good time for me to like try to get one of them to do it. And by that point, it was like long past the reasonable time for someone to just tell them.
Yeah, me and
yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, me and Nina never spoke the entire game.
Not once. And I had the Grim, despite not speaking to you, as the spy because everybody trusted me and told me the truth.
All right. Well, thank you all for playing. Me and Nina will go say goodbye to chat, so y'all can say goodbye now if you'd like.
Double click Steve was very
Wow.
You finally did it. I know that was a rough several games.
4 evil games is evil. 4 games is evil. Whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. You got a couple wins though.
Yeah. Well, one.
It counts.
Yep, it does count. I guess.
One was the day 1 clutch win.
I will take it. I was thrilled. Lynn made my night. So, and then Satan joining us tonight. Satan was an interview we just did. You'll see in a couple weeks at this point, but that was a fun one. So she's really great.
Well, what do we have coming up?
I know that this weekend we have Mullablock on Sunday.
Mullablock,
yeah.
Not block.
Block. Mullablock. Block. I don't know. I'm Southern and I've been drinking, so leave me alone. I needed to drink after tonight. So,
Has that episode been uploaded yet?
It has. I actually had an issue with the game. Is a TV game that's coming out on Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah, but basically, yeah, because if we get those uploaded, we can go ahead and for patrons, I can post those on Patreon and have them available for people to view. And hopefully we'll get to a Nina's playing catch up a bit right now because like she is swamped and we were behind on our not behind, but we were like not caught up on our interviews.
Yeah, so I'm trying to catch up, and then I've got a lot going on. There's some pretty cool, exciting things coming out in the Clocktower world, and I'm super excited to see those come out soon.
So all that to say is that for our patrons, we do plan on having more. Like right now, we're only getting episodes out on Patreon a couple of days ahead, but eventually we should get that a bit farther ahead. And I don't know when. This is more up with Nina, but we should have credits on them soon for our patrons. So yeah. So what's the Tuesday game you said?
It's a TV game like tonight, but it is one that we've talked about a few times here recently in some of the interviews that we've done. So I'm pretty excited.
TV just regularly generates really good games. I mean,
It does. It really does. It just does.
Yeah, I'll be on the TPI stream tomorrow. I'll be streaming game 1 from a player perspective, and that stream, there's a TPI mega stream they do once first Saturday of every month. They'll be showing off the new. It's a fan made project, but they'll be showing off the Flesh and Bone like campaign app.
Yeah.
Should be cool. We'll start doing our own campaign next week on here on Hard Claim. Should be fun. We'll see how that goes.
Are we doing off an extension cord?
We are. I created. I went to the app today because I have access to it, and I created the campaign earlier today, and I called it Extended Cord because why not?
I love it. It's a fantastic game. I am storytelling extension cord at Origins this year.
Ooh, lovely. And then obviously in a few weeks we'll be at Final 3Con. It's only a few weeks away now. Which on that note, we won't be having a stream that week. We won't have enough people around to really take up for it.
Possibly stream the interview with Ed if we want to.
Yeah, it's something we want to try. Yeah,
but I think we can do it.
Yeah, and then that'll also be edited eventually in a proper video. So, but yeah, hopefully that'll be like Friday at 3 o'clock. I think is when that session starts. So
Eastern,
yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll be back next week we'll be doing the living script, the Flesh and Bone campaign. Again, watch TPI tomorrow, and you'll find out more about it. We also have an interview with Nashville we put out last week, where as part of it we talked about it. So yeah. Well, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time. Hopefully, I'll see some of y'all tomorrow on TPI.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, everybody.